I thought I might as well pop on. How's everybody? Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Please let me know if there's any problem with connection. Welcome in, welcome in. Get you plugged in here so we don't lose any connection. Says I have poor connection. Let's see if that's better over there. Welcome in. How's the connection, everybody? Is it okay? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Is everything okay? Can you see me? Please type yes. Hi. Hi, Trula. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Good. Hi, Rhonda. I can't cook. I need help. I'm going to help you today. Good, 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 good. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know why, but my iPad is a complete black screen, which actually makes it where I can read the feed easier. So I kind of like that because I don't need the screen on there. So welcome in, everybody. I see there's a lot of you excited to be here today, and I'm excited to have you. Welcome, my friend Robin. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to allow you to moderate just in case there's questions I miss in the feed you might see. And if you're busy and you can't stay, don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll get it all taken care of. My legs are killing me today. Like I'm tired. I need my chair. I don't know what's happening with my legs. Usually I blame it on something I eat, like too much bread, too much pizza, something like that. But I didn't have any of that last night. I had salmon patties and roasted vegetables. So that shouldn't affect anything. That's pretty age. Yeah, it is me too, girl. 60 years old and I'm downhill from here. Downhill hill all the way, girl. So I am surrounded by bean pots today, girls. I have so much to share with you and answer questions because we have unlimited time today. I went down to the barn. I got everybody settled, overwatered, filled more buckets than I needed, but I wanted everybody taken care of so that I don't have to hurry. Now, of course, oh, you're so sweet. Of course, I know that some of you might be busy and you may have to go, but it's okay. You know, you can do what you need to do, and I'm going to stay on as long as you guys need or want me. So, because I don't have any other commitments for the day. Packages are all shipped. If you bought anything recently, everything's on its way. I'm ahead of the game today, guys. I even have lunch ready, which I cook squash, some spaghetti squash in the oven. The same time I was making the bread that I'm going to show you. You know, make those appliances work for you guys. So I did that. So whenever I get done, I'll whip me up some quick sauce and I'll have a really healthy, good lunch for hardly any money. And we'll talk about that if you want to, if that's something that interests you also. We're going to be doing a lot of bean pot talking, but I'm good for anything. You're making a Jess. Hey, I'm going to talk about that today. I am going to talk about good morning. Good morning. I made donuts this morning. There you go, Claudia. See, guys, Claudia made donuts. Now, for all of you who can't cook, here's how you do donuts. You go to the store and you buy a thing of biscuits. You cut a hole in the middle, and you can just use like a topper of a pill bottle or something, whatever you can find that makes a little round circle, and you cut a hole in the middle and you fry those. We had pancakes, yum! And you fry those little biscuits with the hole in the middle, and that's a donut. It is so good. And I make like a glaze to put on top, which a glaze, guys, your easy glaze, powdered sugar with a tiny bit of vanilla and some water. Pour that on top and you're good to go. My kids and grandkids think those are the best donuts they've ever had when I do that. I'll have to make like 5 dozen. I just keep cooking them, cooking them, cooking them in some oil on the stove, and they will eat them things like it's the best donut they've ever had in their life. So talk about cheap. I'm gonna learn to cook them as a lesson, girl. As much as you talk to me, you should be. Some of me should be rubbing off on you. Some of it should be. Let me scroll back. I know I missed something. Yes, biscuits in the air fryer. See, Amanda, I didn't know about that. Chicken and rice casserole food prep for the midweek. Good job. Good job. Let's see what else. I'm so glad you said that. I literally did the same thing. Oh my God, I sold all my bean pots, cracks. Now you're going to make me wish I had. Well, I guess I'm going to have to sell you some, girl. I'm going to have to sell you some. Okay. So let me get started here. Oh, this is an apron, and this is a little blue jean dress. So, yeah, I am set up for cooking, girls. I'm like Miss Betty Crocker. Look at me go here. I got my little dress on with my little apron. I'm ready to go. So, let's see here, guys. Let's see. It is hot. This hair is so thick and heavy, guys. Oh, you're so cute yourself. It is pretty cute. I love to wear dresses. I don't care if I'm a farmer and I go down there and have goats jumping all over them. I usually buy them used. Cowboy beans are good. So I don't usually care, it's just my outfit. But they're so comfortable. As long as I have some pockets for my phone. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you, Louise. Okay. Now, we're going to get started. We got a lot of people in here, so I think just about all of you's here. So let's do some explaining of what we're going to do. Anytime that connection goes out, guys, and you're getting, you can't hear me or it don't show right, try to tell me as soon as possible because I'm going to be talking and talking a lot. And I don't want to have to backtrack because my brain won't remember what I told you. So dresses can have you overeat because they're kind of loose. I think that's why I like them because in the summer I eat too much ice cream, if you know what I mean. But okay, guys, first of all, I put together a printout this morning. Dresses are forgiving. And it looks like this. I made it this morning on the computer. It is double-sided. So you can buy that. I put it in there at $2 because of the ink and the paper, and I got to send it out to you, and I'll get $1 for doing that. So, because of whatnot fees, you got to remember we got to pay fees, and we got a certain charge per item we sell. So that's why I did $2. But it's got a lot of cool recipes, and we're going to go over those real quick so that you know exactly what you're getting. But also, everything today, if you don't want to buy this and you're good at taking notes, take notes because you don't have to have this. I just wanted to do it if you're driving or if you wanted it printed out. It's $2 and it's the first thing in the auction tab that you can get. So I actually ought to just move it over to buy it now so you guys can get it whenever you want. Let me do that. Let me put it in the buy it now. So it's going to say Easy Family Recipes. And let me edit that and just put it over there. And as always, guys, I have buku stuff in the buy it now, over 500 items. I'm going to put lots of zeros as the number of it, so hopefully it stays at the top, pretty close to the top, so you can find it. But if you type in recipes, it should it should come up for you. Okay, there we go. Move it to the buy it now so you guys can grab it. You don't have to wait for me to run it. Okay, and then there's lots of bean pots in there, and I'm going to cover a little bit on the bean pots as well, and then we will run those sometime. And if you have to leave and there's a certain bean pot that you're wanting, let me know so I can run it for you before you have to leave. Or you can put in a high pre-bid and hope that nobody outbids you. But like Rhonda said the other day on here, she said, I put in pre bids and went out and worked in the garden and I didn't win any of them because, sometimes we aren't lucky. So you gotta make sure you put your highest thing. Okay, I see you guys are sharing all kinds of good stuff. Oh, okay, you're asking about the tallow, and I'm sure somebody already told you you don't have to keep it. How is the tallow on surgical scars? I would think it's going to help. I would. There's no guarantee, but it does heal skin cells, so I would think it's going to help you. It's definitely worth a try. Definitely worth a try. Um, And Joni, you know you don't have to keep it refrigerated. The reason I ship it in ice packs is because of the hot weather. And it's in those mail trucks and sitting in warehouses. Um yeah, it does make you look younger. When I tell somebody I'm 60, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, I was 60 before my tallow." And then when I got tallow, I went down 10 years. So now I'm only 50. It definitely makes your skin. I don't look 27, but Jimson Joy does. Um, but it does make you look younger. It just sucks those wrinkles up, keeps them from being so big and showing, and it's just an amazing product. So if you haven't got the tallow yet, you definitely want to get that. So guys, I see a lot of you's grabbing this. Let's just go over it first. I got so much I want to talk about. My brain is just woo all over the place. So the first thing that I have been promising all of you is an easy bread, because sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, people think bread is so hard. And it can be. It really can be. Some of the recipes people show and things take you all day to make a loaf of bread. And I don't understand that, because bread is so easy and cheap to make. It probably cost less than $1 to make a loaf of bread. I would say less than $1. Um, and you know how much they are at the store. And you got homemade. You make homemade sourdough. I did. I did do homemade sourdough for a while. I just can't eat enough to keep my starter going. I made so much. Um, I made English muffins, waffles, pancakes. I love sourdough, but I just could not. I was gaining too much weight. Let's just get right to it. I was making so much with it, I was gaining too much weight. So I decided no more sourdough because I can't keep up with it. I'm cooking too much. So, and I went to, but I love sourdough, and I occasionally will get a starter sample from somebody and make it. But yes, I gained like 30 pounds because I was eating something sourdough every day. Eating, 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 eating. Now, the quick bread that I'm going to tell you about, that I do fine because I'll usually make it. We have it for dinner and I'm pretty much done with it. Now, my husband, he'll eat it till it's gone, but he's one of them skinny people that don't matter. Um, and then I'll make another loaf because, like I said, it's like a less than $1 and it's so dang easy. So here's what you do. And this is all printed out on here, but you may want to take notes if I say something because it's hard to tell you. And I could not come up with a way for us to all be in my kitchen and me show you the process. For one, it's got to cook. And let me just show you. I didn't make it so I could show you. So hang right there. Look at the auction tab. Look at the buy it now. I'm going to grab your bread for you to see what we're going to talk about, so you can see it. This is your bean pot bread. This is what your bean pot bread is going to look like. So I've got a piece of parchment right here. It's still warm. And this is my bean pot bread without any scoring on the top, that fancy stuff that people do when they're telling you about sourdough. I just made this dough and baked it. Basically, that's it. And this is your big, beautiful, it's shaped like my bean pot. And I dumped it out. And I'll just leave it set here on this parchment until it cools down. And then probably for lunch, I'll have me a nice slice with some real butter on it. So that's what we're going to talk about, how to make this right here. Now, wouldn't you like to have this tonight for supper? Wouldn't your husband like to have this tonight? He'd be like, what happened to my wife? And you can say, what not? Now, if you're gluten free, guys, you can make it with the Bob's Red Meal, I think it's called, and it's gluten free, and just use the same amount of flour. Just use the same amount. It is supposed to do the same thing. So use that. It works real well. And you can make that. So, a tip that I had to learn on my own, because if you don't have a huge family and you're not making bread every day and making all this kind of stuff every day, your yeast will go bad setting in your cabinet. So when you buy yeast, if you buy it in a jar, leave that in the freezer and only get out what you're using, put it back in the freezer. That will keep your yeast good. If you're buying packets, keep it in the freezer until you're ready to use it. That is the main thing. I've never had it go bad when I kept it in the freezer, but if I just kept it in the cabinet till I got to it someday, I got about half of it used and then it went bad. And you will know. I don't know about the fridge, Susie. I just know that the freezer works. So put it in the freezer. It ain't like it freezes hard or anything. You just get it out, open it, and scoop it out. I've always heard the freezer. Keep the yeast in the freezer. Let me see. Oh, Beth is sending me text. She's like, oh, I know you're live. That girl. But anyway, keep it in the freezer. That's what I know works. And I don't want your yeast to go bad. And I think, when you use that frozen yeast and put it in the warm water, it just makes it bloom quicker. So you're always going to know if your yeast is good because it will get all bubbly in that water. I mean, my water, I had a 2-cup measuring cup this morning for my bread. I put 1.5 cups of water. This is on your recipe. 1.5 cups of warm water. And then 2 tablespoons of honey. And then 3 teaspoons of yeast. And I stirred that up. I went and did some other stuff. When I came back, probably 5 or 10 minutes, not very long. Whenever it does its thing, that's when it's ready. But when I came back, it was just foaming clear above the top of the cup. So that's what you want. You can use any kind of honey you want, Trula, and you don't even have to use honey if you want to just use sugar. Either one is fine. I just like the taste of the honey with the bread, so I prefer honey. The sweetness of the sugar or the honey is what makes your yeast grow so well. So you definitely want to put that in there. And on the bread, it's 1 1/3 cups of warm water, just warm tap water. So run it till it gets warm. Then put your honey in there, stir it up, put your yeast in there, make sure it's all mixed good, stir, 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 and walk away. Or you can get your bowl prepped for your flour. Go get your 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt. You can see I make it so much I don't have to read a recipe because it's so easy. That literally is the whole recipe, guys. What I just told you is the whole recipe for the bread. That's it. So I usually will go get my flour and stuff because I keep it in a 5-gallon bucket. You can, but you don't need to, honestly, because this is a rugged, rough looking bread and it takes like 1 second to mix up. So it's okay, Dawn. The recipes are also in the Buy It Now, sweetie. It's going to say easy recipes, and you can get a copy of them for $2, and it's 2 pages. So just go right in there because I knew people would be coming in at all time. I actually use a fork because all you're wanting to do with that bread I showed you, all you're wanting to do is get it wet. When your yeast blooms, you're going to pour that into your flour and salt and stir it all up. I use a fork because all you want to do is make your flour wet. Now then, I have learned over the years of making this easy loaf, I have learned to now I take it a step further and it makes my bread a little fluffier, but you don't have to do this. So this is extra, guys. You can leave it right after you get your dough wet. You can just leave it if you want to. And you'll just have this ucky looking old mixed up dough laying in your bowl and it's just fine. Put a lid on it and it'll sit over there and rise. You don't do nothing else till it rises double. When it rises double, that's when we're ready to work some more magic. So what I do now before I let it rise, I wet my hands with some water and I stick my hands in there and I just kind of stir it up. You can call it kneading, you can call it whatever, but it's kind of like you're just mixing up the flour to make sure the flour got all wet. And you're making it look a little better. And I get it in a bowl. I just kind of mix it up, clean out any flour left on the side and get it all mixed up, and I leave it in a bowl. And then I put it over there with the lid on top. I have a big mixing bowl that has a lid, so that's what I use. But if you don't have a lid, just put a towel or something over it. And then I set mine under the light bulb of my range hood so it'll rise faster. Now you can use quick rising yeast if you're familiar with how to do that. It just rises quicker, guys. So, but I'm just going to tell you with regular yeast because it's cheaper, you get more for your bang, and it don't take very long. So just do that. So once it has risen double in size, which can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, it don't take very long if it's under that light. So, oh, it's so good, guys. And when I'm done telling you this, I'll grab the bread again for those of you that just came in so I can show you, okay? Because I know people's going to be coming in, and I don't want any of you to miss anything. So, and you're always welcome to message me if you miss something. It is so good, Jess. It is so good. So once it's doubled in size, guys, I take my lid off. Did you, Lori? So did I. So did I. I love them. That was one of my biggest sales gigs, guys. I was one of those girls driving the free Mercedes. One of the top people in that company. I love that company. But we once that I get off on this thing, guys, and I forget where I'm at. So once that has risen, whatever, rose, whatever, take it out of your bowl. I usually put down a parchment paper because that's what I'm going to use to transfer it into my bean pot. Now, this whole time, your bean pot needs to be in the oven, preheating the bean pot and the lid, guys. So I use to make my bread. I use one kind of like this one. It's kind of big, so my bread is a little wider, not so tall, which you've seen how tall it still is. But the other day, just to try it, I used one of these that I have for you guys because I have two like this and it's a smaller version and I wanted to see if it would work because I didn't want somebody to buy this and pop the lid off when it was baking or something. And it turned out perfect. It went right up, the lid didn't rise, and it was a perfect loaf of bread. So just any of these you can use, guys, any of them. And it'll just be the shape. Even if you use the oval, it'll be more like a loaf pan. You know, it's going to adapt to whatever the situation is. So I put down a parchment. I put down a little flour, not too much. This is a wet loaf, guys. You don't want to dry it out with flour. So just wet your hands. And that's what you do instead of a lot of flour because it's sticky. Wet your hands. Shake them off. Grab your dough. Flatten out your dough. Now underneath you got flour so that it don't stick to your parchment, or you can spray it with like olive oil. I kind of like to spray it because then the outside has kind of a crunchiness to it, and I kind of like that a little more than it does otherwise. So once you get it flattened, you might have to wet your hands again. You're going to roll it up like you're rolling a whatever you roll. Like a jelly roll. You're going to roll it. And then you're going to push the sides in. And it's going to make like a ball, but it's rolled up. And once that bean pot has reached temperature, which is 425, you're going to open the oven, pick up your parchment, pick up your bread, and set it in there. Put the lid on top and let it cook 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes are up, you're going to take the lid off the bean pot and let it cook another 5. Sometimes it takes 10, but most of the time mine is 5. You just want it to be pretty like what I showed you a minute ago. And until that is done, that's when it's done. Remember, all ovens are a little bit shopping and cooking all at the same time. That's okay. I mean, where else can you shop and cook all at the same time? Back when I did Celebrating Home, that's what I did. I introduced cooking shows to Celebrating Home and did live videos training people how to do this. But then we would go into people's home and cook with the bean pots and show them all the different things they could do because I had you right here. So guys, hold on one more time and let me grab that loaf of bread for those who haven't seen it, okay? I should have left it sitting in here, but it seems kind of odd for a loaf of bread to be sitting in my office. So I took it back to the kitchen, but hold on. And if you haven't got your recipes yet, guys, go to the Buy It Now, type in recipes, and you'll see them. They're $2. It's a sheet printed on both sides, and everybody will get their recipes, okay? Okay, here it is. One more time. My beautiful loaf that I made this morning. You can even see where I tucked it. It looks kind of like a behind. So I pushed it down, rolled it together, and then I pulled the two ends together and stuck it in the bean pot, and it kind of made this little thing. But when you cut it, and honestly, I don't care what it looks like, I care what it tastes like. And when you cut that, once I started rolling it, because you don't have to do that, guys. You can just take that rustic looking blob that you've got sitting over there doubled in size. You can just take it and flop it in your bean pot and cook it. You don't have to do the extra I've told you. The extra is what I learned after so long of making it, and I just tried different stuff to see if anything would make the bread different. So here it is. It's beautiful. It's delicious. Yeah, it's a behind bread. And oh my God, it smells so good. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision right now. But listen, it's got its little crust. I put butter on top, of course, some good organic cream butter. It is going to be amazing, guys. And also, guys, remember when you're cooking, people struggle to cook for their family because they're busy. Honestly, YouTube is packed telling you how to cook. So anyone can learn to cook. I've cooked since I was big enough, probably 5 years old. I've always loved to cook. But and I still fail. I take a recipe somebody's got on YouTube and it just sucks, guys. Let's face it. It may not be a good one and I'll never make it again. But you learn by doing that. You know, you learn what works together and what really don't. And then when you're watching the next one that's kind of like that, you're like, I did something like that. I ain't doing that again. And then you start learning the ones that you keep, your staple recipes. And what I do with them, just like this recipe, it's on the little card inside my pantry door. The recipes that I can go to anytime and go to just like that, I have them on the inside of the pantry door. You open it and all of them's right there. I have pancakes, waffles, bread, you name it. My easy healthy cookies, my peanut butter cookies are on there. I've made this so many times that I don't even need the recipes anymore, but I put them there in the beginning and they're still there. So when I find something that's easy go to, that's where I put it. Now I have a 3-ring binder that I have a lot of recipes in that I keep, but I want my recipes I use often easy to get to, because the reason we don't do stuff is because we're busy. Well, you got to put it in your life where you can multitask. And when you're multitasking or doing any task, just like cooking this bread this morning, I automatically thought, what am I going to eat when I get done? And I'm like, okay, I'm going in the oven. What else can I put in the oven? Use your equipment. If you're cooking in the oven, yeah, I would like to, but if you're cooking in the oven, girls, don't just cook one thing. It's a big oven. So what did I do? I cut that squash in half and put it in there for my spaghetti squash that I'm going to make some sauce and have it for lunch with a nice little salad and a slice of this bread. So use your equipment that you have. Use it. Multitask. Cook extra, cook more than you need, and then you can keep it. I love to bulk cook. I'm not a freezer meal girl, even though I have things in the freezer, like when I make soup. Well, it's just me and my, what's the next recipe we're going to learn? I'm not sure, Dawn. I'm all over the place, girl. Um, Now I forgot what I was going to say. Dang it. Oh, when I make like soup or chili or something like that, I have these little freezer dishes and I fill them up and put them in the freezer because me and my husband's only going to eat so much. There's only 2 of us now. So then if we have a night where I'm like, oh my gosh, we are late, I got nothing ready, we can pull that out, warm it up, and we're eating. So it's easy, easy peasy. Or maybe you don't feel good, maybe you're sick. I'd love for y'all just come hang out. That'd be great. Let me set my bread down, girls. Should I set it in here in case somebody comes back and wants to see it? Let's set it up here on this ironstone bowl. Oh my goodness. That way I can sit here and smell my bread through the whole show. I won't get hungry. So guys, let me tell you about the squash, since we just talked about the squash, because this isn't on your recipes. If you've never ate spaghetti squash as spaghetti, it is so good. Noodles, pasta in general is not that good for you. There's not really much nutritional value there, but spaghetti squash, you're kind of getting the same spaghetti fix. And I like it. Yeah, I like it with anything, Jess. It's so good. It's got a little bit of a crunch to it. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but get you one. And the thing about squash, it's hard to cut. You get butternut squash or spaghetti squash, it's real hard to cut. And you can grow those so easy. Take the seeds that you take out of the middle of them when you cut them open and plant them and grow your own squash. They're so easy to grow, girls. So easy. And you'll have a ton of them and you can save them for a year in a dark closet somewhere. They store all year. We grow ours and we store them all year. Acorn squash, any of the squashes, they save forever. So you can just get one out when you want to cook it. But here's an easy tip for you. Because they're so hard to cut, Take your knife, make some holes in it, kind of like you would a baked potato. Put it in the microwave for 3 or 4 minutes. Take it out, then cut it. It won't be near as hard to cut. Now, if you do it 5 minutes, it'll be even easier, but I don't like to do mine that long. So I do it about 4 minutes. And then, yeah, you might want to let it cool a little if you don't want hot hands. But I cut both ends off, cut it down the middle, drizzle some olive oil, turn it upside down, put it in the oven. Since I was doing the bread at 425, that's what my squash cooked at. I'm not real picky, guys. Cooking is not that hard. Just do it. It's not that hard. You'll find that you don't mess up that much. You really don't. It's pretty flexible. If I wasn't doing the bread, I probably would have took 350 or 375. So either way, you're fine. And as far as sauces goes on it, there's a ton of sauces on YouTube, but one of my go-tos, because I grow our food and I can tomato sauce, that's what I use. I grow our own tomatoes, I cook them down into sauce, and I can them. So just, if you don't do that, just have some tomato sauce in stock in your little pantry, and you can take that tomato sauce, add some seasonings like salt and pepper, a little bit, and some Italian seasoning if you like that, and put it on there. And you've made like a little spaghetti sauce. That also works for pizza. And pizza crust is one thing that I haven't cooked white squash, Wendy. I haven't. Are you talking like what is it, patty pan? Patty pan squash? If you are, like the little round, they're kind of not real tall. They're like that tall. Sorry, I'm looking at my iPad. And they're like that round. What we did, we grew them one year and we just sliced them and grilled them. We put a little olive oil on them, salt and pepper, and we grilled them out on the grill with our food we was making that day, and it was pretty good. That I liked it. It don't take very long to cook. Cooks pretty fast. But that's how we did them. They'd probably also be real good cut up in pieces with roasted vegetables. Just like you would zucchini. I bet they'd be really good roasted vegetables. I did roasted vegetables last night because I had a bag of carrots that I needed to use. I had some broccoli and some potatoes. So I just cut them all up, put them on a sheet pan, little olive oil, salt and pepper, and some other garlic seasoning that I had. Put it in the oven and cooked it in there till things was tender. You can always tell when your potatoes are tender, everything else is done. And it was excellent. We had that with salmon patties. But here's how you can make an easy pizza crust, guys. This pizza crust is amazing. So this ain't got anything to do with the bean pot, but I had to share it because right now groceries have went through the roof. And one of my goals in sharing recipes with you guys is to help you save money. Because if there's one thing in my life, no matter how much money I have or don't have, I'm not going to waste money. And to me, going out to eat or buying a homemade pizza, buying a pizza at the store, Walmart or something that's in a box that ain't even that good. Can I see the large vase with the flowers in it, please, if you still have it available? I don't know what that is, sweetie. I don't know what that is. Is there something back here? No? If it's something in the buy it now, it's just something you buy. You just go in there and you buy it. There is no, because I've got 500 items and they're all stored out in my storage shed. So I don't have them in here to show you. Sorry about that. But usually if there's a problem with anything, it'll tell you in the description. But you can just go right ahead and click on it and buy it. So here's how you do this pizza. And I'm also going to tell you how to prep it. Again, I like to overcook so things are prepped so that you can go in and grab it quick. I don't like freezer meals because I've never found one that you put in a bag and dump in a crock pot. I've never found one that tastes good. They don't taste good to me. I like other stuff, I guess. I don't know. But, oh, and speaking of the bread, let's back up. When you have leftover of your bread, like let's say you cooked it today, you ate it tonight with your supper, your dinner, whatever you want to call it. We call it supper here. Good, Steph. And you eat it tomorrow, and it's just getting a little staler, and you're not that excited about it. Make some French toast or bread pudding. Cut it up into chunks and make some croutons for your salad. All you got to do is bake them. Put some seasoning on it, bake it. Or cut it up, put it in the freezer, and when you get ready, breadcrumbs, that's right. You bake it, thanks, Jess, and you just grind it up. It makes hard bread. You grind it up, and you got your own homemade breadcrumbs. So, a lot of the things that we waste, we are wasting for no reason. We can use that in something else. We just usually don't know. So I get rid of very little. I have a use for everything. So the pizza crust is made almost exactly the way that the bread is made. It's just a little bit different. Sure, you can freeze breadcrumbs. Let's see here. Where did I put it on here? I also am giving you the recipe for beer bread because there's a company out there that sells boxes of beer bread, and all you're buying is some flour and sugar, and they're charging you $10-15 for a box that really you got like 50 cents worth of stuff in there. So I'm going to give you the recipe for that so you can do it at home, because don't buy those boxes. They're just, it's a gimmick. Here you go. If you buy this sheet, you'll have it. If you don't buy the sheet, write it down. Okay, for the pizza crust, and this makes a lot, guys. You're going to take 1 1/3 cups of warm water. So just like we did the bread, except it's a little less. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of yeast or 1 packet of yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and you're going to mix it up and let your yeast bloom just like we talked about with the bread. In a separate bowl, while that yeast is sitting over here blooming, growing little bubbles, you're going to do 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's where you're getting your Italian in there. And at this time, guys, also, if you want to garlic up or Italian up your dough, at this time you can add like Italian seasoning or a garlic seasoning. You can do whatever you want. I usually leave mine plain. I love the tallow face balm. I'm not kidding. My face looks younger. Absolutely, Carla. Yay! Yay, girl. So when you get this all mixed together, after your yeast is bloomed, just dump that into your flour mixture, stir it up just like we did the whole bread, mix it up with your hands. Once it's all wet, put a lid on it and put it in the refrigerator. It can stay in there for up to 5 days. Now, sorry, my nose is itching. Somebody said one day, oh, you can use it immediately. So I said, oh, okay. So I did. Well, to me, the flavor wasn't there. It just kind of tasted like plain bread with some pizza sauce on it. Oh, that's great, Carla. It'll make a big difference on that. That is true, girl. And thanks for sharing with everybody. Guys, Carla is sharing how the tallow is working for her. So me personally, I like it to sit in the fridge for a couple days before I use it. It tastes better, but you can use it immediately. So if it's Friday night and you're wanting pizza, you can mix this up and go for it. It'll make 2 large pizzas I mean, you just keep moving it out. Keep wetting in your hands and moving it out. Wet your hands and move it out till you get the size you want. Do it right on the pizza pan. Guys, do it right on the pizza pan. Put olive oil down on the pizza pan and just keep moving it out. Keep moving it out. So it depends how thin or thick. I like to do mine really thin because when it cooks, it's going to grow just like a bread grows because of the yeast. So I like to put it out really thin as I can get it without it tearing a hole. But I like to do small pizzas. So I make 6 small ones. And what I do, I take my little cutter, which I was going to show you guys this. If you don't have one of these, you're going to want to get some. This is just a little bread scraper. It helps you move your bread instead of your hand, and it's worth its money. You can get like a pack of 3 less than $9. I don't remember. It was like $5 or $6 I paid on Amazon for these, and they are just so nice. So you take your dough and you just cut your dough into how many pieces you want to make pizza. And then it's all about the prep, remember? So we'll be ready to eat another day. Then you take those little pieces that you cut. So let's say you got 6, because that's how I do it. Take those 6, make a little ball, work one at a time. Hello, hello, Georgia Peaches. And thin it out. Wet your hands, move it out, girls, move it out, and get it as thin as you want and put it in the air fryer. So you got to make sure it fits in your air fryer. So you can't make it bigger than that. Cook it like 2 minutes on one side, flip it, 2 minutes on the other side, take it out, set it down to cool. Once they are cooled, you can put them in a gallon-sized baggie. Yay! That is fabulous, girl. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you get your $15 coupon for joining that way. I hope you clicked on it and signed up and got your $15 coupon. Thanks for coming in. But once you have those cooked, now guys, when you need to just whip up a quick pizza, you take that out of the oven. And remember what I told you with the tomato sauce? How you could just take that and put Italian seasoning in it, a little salt, mix it up. That's your pizza sauce. Put it on there, get you some cheese and put on there, which again, I prep in bulk because I prep everything in bulk. That way it's ready when I need it. So I buy a 5-pound block of cheese. I buy 10 pounds. I shred it all at one time on my KitchenAid. And then I put it in little baggies and freeze it because the kind you buy at the store has additives on it to make it not clump. But I cannot find that I'm having a clumping problem with my fresh cheese, so I do it myself. Yes, I can a lot. I can that tomato sauce we're talking about. But that makes the best pizza sauce ever. Don't pay the store for pizza sauce when you can go buy, if you don't can, it is so good. I love my KitchenAid shredder. It is worth every penny. But you can buy tomato sauce for 25 cents a can. And they want $2 or more for the pizza sauce. So this is about saving you money, this one right here, instead of cooking in a bean pot, because I wanted to throw that in there. And on the beer bread, guys, that I promised I'd give you the recipe for that, it is 3 cups of self-rising flour, and I put it on your recipe sheet too. Half a cup of sugar and a 1 can of beer. That's all it is. That's all it is, guys. Oh, it's a 1/4 a cup of sugar. Sorry, not a half. You're going to have some sweet bread. It's a 1/4 a cup of sugar, 3 cups of self-rising flour, and a can of beer. And if you don't have self-rising flour, look it up in Google, and it'll tell you what to add to make it self-rising flour. Basically, some salt and some baking powder. But it'll tell you the measurements for 3 cups. You can just look it up there. Beer substitute, I don't know. You could probably get the non-beer and make it. But that's for beer bread, Georgia Peaches. I give the quick loaf bread recipe earlier. And let me show you that bread since you just came in. Sitting over here in my ironstone bowl. And here it is. Here it is, guys. Here it is. It's gorgeous. And I made this in one of our bean pots, guys. One of our bean pots. And you can get that recipe if you go into shop, go to buy it now, up at the top, click on buy it now, and I sell you this whole sheet, front and back, for $2. Front and back for $2. Oh, well, that's a whole nother show, isn't it, Claudia? I need to start doing those more on my YouTube so you guys can get there and follow those. I did do some on there, so there is some recipes on there that I did before, but yeah, I should put some on there because I am getting ready to can some beets probably tomorrow. I may get them done later today, but probably tomorrow. I've got the beets ready and they're sitting in the fridge, but I got to get everything else. It is important to teach the next generation. And guys, groceries are so expensive because people are buying all the pre-made stuff. And this stuff is so easy. I can't I can't say that enough. So now let's talk about some bean pots, guys. So I've got some recipes on here for you for bean pots. Now, this is a Celebrating Home bean pot. They are big. They are big. They are incredible. And this is a carrier. So if you're going to someone's picnic, family reunion, and you want to take a dish, you can take it just like that. I have 2 carriers today and 2 of the white bean pots. But then I have several others that also go in, several other bean pots that also fit in that carrier. Like this brown one right here, if you can see it. Let me get this down. I don't have Fiesta. I have vintage bean pots and I have Celebrating Home. This berry colored one up here. Let me get that. These are both Celebrating Home that will fit in there. These are all stoneware. They are oven safe, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe. We have this cute little that looks kind of Fiesta like, this little summer pattern over here that's also a Celebrating Home. So I have several for you to choose from, and we're going to run those here in a second. I may just pull up one and run it and then go back to the recipes because we do have a lot that we're going to run. Maybe we go ahead and run one of them white ones, see if anybody's got interest yet. We are starting them at 19, and that's a steal just because it does take a lot of boxes and packing for me to do that. So guys, this auction right here is for the white. Now this is incredible. You can take this one right here, and let's say it is Thanksgiving. And you know how busy we are for Thanksgiving. We can fill that with 5 pounds of peeled diced potatoes. And then we put it in the oven. So it's over there cooking. When it's done, we can actually take that and mash our potatoes right inside, put the lid on, and it stays warm. That's why I use so many of them at Thanksgiving. I have 3 Celebrating Home bean pots and I have 2 vintage. And Rhonda, you're going to get that. Congratulations. So these bean pots make your life so good. If you was going somewhere, they're pretty heavy, Trula, to be honest with you. I would say, I think I weighed them and I can't remember. Let me look. Let me look and see what it says in the listing, what I selected, because I weighed them and put them in here to see. And they're in the 4 to 6. So that means they had to weigh around 5 pounds. You cannot use it on the stovetop, only your oven or your microwave. So we have one more white one, guys, and then I'll run a carrier for them. Here we go. We have one more white one. So when you're cooking big meals and you want to take, you know, you just know how hard it is to cook meals when you got to cook 50 things and keep them warm. The thing about this, it holds your food warm for at least an hour, if not 2 hours. So I can make those potatoes and they can sit over there on the table while I'm making everything else. Stuffing in one, squash in one, green beans in one, you name it. Cindy, congratulations, first purchase. Let's go ahead and run those carriers because you guys might want those. The other thing, if you're taking it somewhere, you don't have to worry. There's the travel basket right there. It says I have three. One, two. I do have three, guys. I do have three. And I have some more bean pots, so I'll show them. There you go. It's running, the travel basket. When you take it somewhere, it holds your food warm. So your food don't get cold while you go. Even if you make something like fried chicken, that seems like a popular reunion food. Put your bean pot in the oven and get it hot. Get it hot, girls. Put your food in it, put it in your carrier, and take it to that reunion. Take it to that reunion. And I'm going to tell you how to make a cake in here that's to die for in the microwave. And Cindy's got her little carrier to go with it. We're going to run one more, and then we'll run the next one after we run another bean pot. The carrier's running. But you can cook your food in something else if it's not a bean pot food, and either chill the bean pot or heat up the bean pot, and it will hold the temperature that way for a long time. It makes your life so easy, and I have a lot of recipes on here to cook in the microwave quick and easy. Another thing that I personally like to do is, I like to bulk cook, because if you bulk cook, you're already in there cooking. So you might as well cook 2 or 3 times what you need that night. If you cook 2 or 3 times what you need, girls, then you can have food later. Basically, you can have food later. So one thing that I like to do to prep is I put 5 pounds of hamburger in the bean pot. Congratulations, my friend. So this bean pot here, I love. I have 2 of these myself. It's 2 of my celebrating home. I have this pattern right here. And it's big, it's large and in charge. So I put 5 pounds of hamburger in here. I just kind of break it up raw. Put it in there. Put in the microwave. You can cook that for, I think I put 20 minutes on here, because every microwave's a little different. Yeah, I put 20 minutes. But about halfway in, you open it up, get your little meat chopper thing, and mash it up, and then cook it some more till it's all done. Then pour it out into a strainer or something, not down your sink. Get a bowl under that, and drain your meat. Let it cool, and then put it in 5 baggies. So if you have 5 pounds of meat, put it in 5 baggies. Then you take those 5 baggies and you freeze them. So now, when you're wanting to make these recipes I'm going to tell you, and you only have 20 minutes and you did not prepare one thing for supper, you have no idea what the heck you're going to make. You can make any of these things I'm going to tell you, and everything that you do with hamburger, you can make. I'm sure you guys got your quick little recipes. You can even buy Hamburger Helper at the store. Follow the box, put your hamburger in here, and put it in the microwave. Cook it. Easy. You want to buy some macaroni in a box? I don't even know what you call that stuff. It's like with the cheese. You can dump it in here with your hamburger and make your own version of Hamburger Helper. Just do what the box says. I always make mine homemade, so I don't do that way. But if that's how you do it, do it. It's easy. And it'll cook right in here. I'm going to run this bean pot for you, and then I have one more basket. So we're going to run this beautiful brown one, and I'll tell you some recipes why it's running. Here we go. It's running. It's gorgeous. Is the window frame behind you? Is it a window or a frame? It's just a framed window out of an old house, and I hung it up there. It's just an old house window, and I just hung it up there. Hi, Ola May. I'm just calling you T. From now on, you're T, girl. You're my T, because I'll never get it straight. I don't use the microwave. Can I put in the oven? Absolutely. Claudia, this one's yours, my friend. And I meant to tell you guys that. Thanks for asking. Because if you don't use a microwave, everything can go in your oven, guys. Everything. Just know you change your time. If you cook something in your oven and you want to be quicker, use your microwave. It'll cook the same in this bean pot because this bean pot makes its own little oven. So your food just tastes different and it cooks different. You will never know it was cooked in a microwave. If you cook in a microwave and you want it to take all day, it's a cold day outside and you want to put a roast in here and some potatoes and carrots, put it in the oven and let it cook. It'll be an amazing, wonderful meal when it comes out. Another thing, and I'm going to start because we have one more of these. I'm going to start it, and then we'll run the basket. Another thing I like to do is a whole chicken. Put a whole chicken in here. Now, I put quite a bit of water because I want the broth. So you put your whole chicken in there, put whatever seasonings you like. I like to use fresh herbs because we grow them. Remember, if you was in my cooking or my garden show, we talked about growing your own herbs. Go out and, honey, I can't run that window. I would never get, only if you can come here and pick it up. But you put your herbs in there. Just go out and slice off some big old rosemary. Rhonda, congrats! Just slice up some rosemary and different things and put it in there. Some thyme, all your fresh herbs, and just stack them in there. That'll be the best dang chicken you ever had in your life. And then the broth that's in here, girls, save it. Save that broth. Take your chicken out, cool your chicken. Then, another money saving tip here. Let me set this down so I don't drop it. I don't know why I have this plug in here. Okay, so then you got the broth you saved, you got a whole chicken. You're going to take that chicken. This is kind of a meal prep thing. Now, you can use some of it that night if you want, but we typically won't eat a whole chicken. You're going to take all the meat off the bone. All the meat off the bone. And then you're going to put those bones either back in the bean pot, or if you have like a instant pot or something, you can put them in there. And you're going to fill it with water. You're going to put, if you cut up onions anytime, save your onion pieces that you're going to throw away. The ends you cut off, save the skin that you pull off. Same with the peppers, carrots, all your veggies. Save all that in the freezer. You're going to dump all that in there. If you don't have it saved yet, just start saving now. Save all that. That's going to give your broth some amazing nutrients and flavor. You'll drain it out later. Whenever your broth is done cooking, you're going to make some homemade bone broth and chicken broth with those bones that you put back, any skin you put back, all that extra onions and peppers and carrots, all those pieces. You're going to save all that. We don't waste nothing, girls. Don't waste anything. Stuff costs too much money. I haven't bought broth in, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years. I have not bought broth, and I cook a lot. You can freeze it. Sometimes I will if I don't have very much. If I have a lot, I can it. So if you want to freeze it, just get you some good Ziploc freezer bags. You want good ones that are thick and they ain't gonna, bust in your freezer. So get you some good ones, lay them on their side. Once you get them filled, make sure you're not leaking. All good. Lay it in your freezer flat so it'll freeze like that and not take up a room. Because however you put it in there, if it's all, whoa, it's going to be like that when it freezes. And then it's going to be a big blob in your way. So you can freeze them. You can do the same thing when you have a roast. If it has a bone, save that. If you don't have enough to make your beef broth right now, put it in a bag and put it in the freezer and save them. And once you save up enough cuttings and enough pieces and enough bones, you can say, if you do chicken legs, you can save the bones from them and make bone broth. There's a lot of things that we waste that is just like us taking a dollar bill and burning it. We waste a lot. So once you start saving and thinking about everything, let's see, I have one more carrier. Here we go, guys. One more carrier. Here you go. Who needs a carrier? It's running. Gonna carry your bean pot wherever you go. Here it is. One more carrier is running now. If you need a carrier, I can't get the words out. Oh my goodness, guys. And then I'll tell you some recipes to make in your bean pot that are quick and easy. Some of my go-tos, I already told you about the hamburger. I told you about potatoes. There's nothing you can't cook in there, guys. Absolutely nothing. And I think what I love about them most is how easy they are to clean, because these are all covered in a glaze that is just gorgeous on the inside and the outside. And they're so easy to clean. You know, they're just so easy to clean. They just wipe clean. You can put them in the dishwasher. I never do. I just usually wipe it clean. You're welcome, my friend Kathy. You're welcome. Well, I'm so busy, girls. I can barely get through a day of my life with this goat farm, but I'm going to try to do some more videos on YouTube, and we'll see. We'll see how I get along. We'll see. Right now, whatnot on here with you guys is my life, and I can't just be on here telling you everything without selling something, of course. And that's okay, sweetie. We do have I've got a lot more to share, and I got some great cookbooks to share, and I even pulled out some things out of those cookbooks I'm going to share. I intend to be on here for a while. If you've got time to be here, stick with me, because there's a lot of people going in and out, because they're either at work or something. So we was talking about chicken in the bean pot, guys, and I've got this little cookbook in there that says all about chicken. It's a little paper cookbook. I'm not sure where I even got it. I am a cookbook hoarder, let me tell you. When I'm bored, which is not very often, but if I just don't feel real good and I just want to sit down and rest and read a book or something, I read cookbooks. I'm a nerd, okay? I'm a cooking nerd, but I'll read cookbooks. And that will get my brain going, and I will think of all the cool things that I can make and do. I'm a cookbook hoarder. So here we go. This book has so many things. It's all about chicken. So remember, I told you to cook that whole chicken in your bean pot and take all the meat. So we can use some for dinner that night, but the rest we're going to freeze. So then in the back of this one lucky person I get, it tells you all the different things that you can use that chicken for. So it just gives you ideas. If you have chicken, what can you use it for? Now, some of the things I use it for: chicken Alfredo. Quick and easy, right? Quick and easy. If you want to know how to make Alfredo sauce, quick and easy, or you can just buy some. YouTube it. There's lots of Alfredos and they're all easy. Another thing, chicken tacos, even easier. Another thing, did you, of course, canned chicken. If you can, you should have canned chicken. Me and Claudia know, because we cook and we can and we grow and we do it all. Because once you do, you can't even stand to eat the stuff at the store. It tastes so bad because of all the preservatives and everything they put in it. But you can use that chicken, and there's all kinds of ideas. Chicken chili is one of my favorites, and I made a big old pot of that and I canned it because I want to be able to go in there, open a jar just like you would soup at the store, and put it in there, heat it up, and eat it. So I canned my chicken chili. But there's so many things that you can use that meat for. So now that you've prepped it, you have it in the freezer. And just like that hamburger prep that I told you, you can just easily pull that out and whip up something with it. So this little cookbook is all about chicken, and it is in the auction today, and we will run it. Maybe we'll just run it right now. But that was the one thing that I thought. It also tells you how to cut up a chicken. It tells you the different nutritional values of chicken. It's all about chicken. It tells you canned, frozen, fresh. I mean, it tells you about chicken, girls. Um, I mean, every page: simmered chicken, fried chicken, deep fried chicken, 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 chicken. If you like chicken and you want some more chicken recipes, you might want to grab this cookbook. So let's go down here and let's run this cute, cute, cute chicken book wherever it is. There it is. It is so cute. And we're starting. We're going to run it. We're going to run it. Somebody's going to get this cute little chicken bean pot, all about chicken. If you like chicken, you're going to like this. What's not to like, right? What's not to like about chicken? But I am a cookbook nerd. I have a whole library of cookbooks over there. It's hard for me to sell cookbooks, let me tell you. It's real hard. And I got some old vintage ones back here that it's really hard to let go. And I did the same thing. I pulled something out of them that I could share with you. Claudia, congrats. I know you're going to love that as much as I do. I pulled something out of them that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, I'm going to share, well, let me share another recipe, and then I got to share this Whopper. I've got something over here. I'm telling you, it's big. It's big. It's rare. It's big. Okay, so a couple of the recipes that I have on here because there are favorites, and I don't care if it's fall, winter, summer. These are my favorites. Food is hot in the summer, food is hot in the winter. So I like soups. I like soups and I like chilies because all the nutritional value is in one thing. You grab it and you eat. You make that loaf of bread that I told you, and you make one of these pots in your bean pot. You're set for a week, girl. A week of lunches, a week for dinners, whatever. Or put it in the freezer and save it for another day. But one of the recipes on here is taco soup. So I've got taco soup on here. That is so easy, guys. All you do is open the cans and dump them in. You don't even drain them. So you put your beans, 2 cans of beans, 2 cans of tomatoes. Now, I usually use 1 diced tomato and 1 Rotel because I like a little spicy. But you can do whatever kind you want. And 1 can of corn. And of course, that pound of hamburger that you already made ahead of time and got in the freezer so you don't have to get it out, thaw it, cook it, all that stuff. And you cook it for 15 minutes in the microwave and you got taco soup. You can top it with some chips, some sour cream, some jalapenos, whatever your heart desires. It is amazing, my friend. It is one of the top recipes that I like and everybody I've told like. It's one of the top. And so easy. The chili is kind of the same way, guys. Dump and go. So you're going to dump your 1 pound of hamburger, 2 cans of beans. Use whatever kind of beans you want. You can use chili beans, you can use kidney, you can use black, you can use purple. It don't really matter. But 2 cans of beans. If you buy the chili beans, they've already got seasoning in there. I can all my beans, so I have to make my own seasonings and stuff. And then your diced tomatoes, tomato sauce. And I'm giving you these because I can a tomatoes with onions and peppers in it, and that's what I put in mine. But you just want, if you don't do that, put in there what you like. Buy some fire roasted tomatoes, some diced tomatoes. It's so easy. You just dump everything in there, and I put ketchup in mine too, quite a bit because I like it. So squish it in there, guys. Squish it in there. And when I'm making mine, I use one of my bean pots. I typically use my berry bean pot like this because it is a little bit smaller and I don't really need my bigger pot. So this is the berry colored, which is kind of a cranberry color bean pot, my favorite of all times. And I have 2 of these that I love. And this is just like new, guys. These were all purchased as used, but they're just like new. They're just like new. I think, that they've either used them just barely, or I don't know. I'm going to run this one for you, though. I'm going to run this one for you. It is the Berry Celebrating Home Bean Pot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hopefully Robin loaded this yesterday. Let me just, there it is, right at the top. I scrolled right by it. Let's start that auction. It is running. If you like cranberry color, the berry bean pot is amazing. And guys, take that leftover bread, cut it in chunks, put it in your bean pot, make some French toast topping, which is basically eggs, a little sugar, some milk, some cinnamon, pour it over the top and put it in the oven and bake it. You have a delicious French toast casserole that you take out of the oven and then top it with some caramel syrup or some maple syrup. And oh my gosh, it's to die for. I made that this weekend for my grandkids, and they said, "Why is everything you cook, Grandma, so much better than anyone else?" And I said, "Because I used a lot of sugar." But it's true. Something so easy that is so impressive. Something so easy that's so impressive, guys. But those are my favorite. And we're going through and we're showing you the celebrating home ones first. But I do have a lot of vintage ones. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping you guys love it. Trust me, I've put a lot of thought in this because I really wanted this to be amazing for you guys. And I couldn't come up with any other way to do it besides sit here and tell you stuff. Even though I'd love to be in the kitchen cooking everything, it takes a while. And I couldn't, there was no way for me to do that. There was just no way, without being able to edit videos and all of that. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are liking it. So let's see. Also, if you've come in late, the sheet of recipes is in the buy it now. You get double sheet for $2. Just type in recipes at the top of the search, and you'll get the recipes for the bread. Here it is one more time if you haven't seen it. You get the recipes for the bread. This was in a bean pot, guys. In a bean pot. This was in my vintage bean pot. My beautiful vintage bean pot. And trust me, that thing's looking like I've had it a while because I have. Because it's the one I make my bread in all the time. But it is my go-to for my bread. So let's see. And it's a lot like this one. Guys, this one here is amazing. This is a Mammoth USA. These are worth quite a bit of money. This is your vintage bean pot. I was lucky enough to get two that look amazing and brand new. Amazing and brand new. Can you imagine this at Thanksgiving? Oh no, guys. Hold on. Can you imagine this at Thanksgiving? There is a little crack right here where the lid sets down. I can't really feel it, but I can see it. Yeah, I can feel it with my fingernail right there. I don't see it on the outside, but I think somebody's probably set the lid down too hard and smacked that baby. So we are going to run this one. And I just want you to know that's there. And I'm going to mark who won this one, and then we'll check out the next one, okay? Because it does have a little damage. There is a little bitty chip right there. I'm sure it is still fine and still wonderful, but I want you to know what you're getting, guys. But this is an amazing piece right here. These are a little pricey. There's your Mammoth USA right there. Let's find it. Let's find it and run it. I'm used to being able to call out numbers, and I'm not today. So it takes me a minute to find all these amazing pieces. And this, of course, is not coming up with bean. USA. There it is. There it is. Here it is. And we're going. Does anybody want to take a chance on this gorgeous, gorgeous piece? It is running Mammoth USA Bean Pot. Beautiful amazingness. Thank you guys for your bids. I know I love the color of this too. And a lot of people use these for decor. They don't even use them to cook in. So, or just a serving dish. I mean, they're gorgeous. Cindy, thank you, my friend. Let me get your name on that. I'll set it right there. Get your name. Guys, do you guys have any questions on anything while we're doing this? Because I'm happy to answer for you. There we go. Here we go. Cindy is in that. That is hers. Let me grab my drink. Okay. Okay, guys. We're going to get the other one. Let me grab it. And we're going to inspect. We're going to inspect. We just found this one yesterday. So we got real lucky real quick because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's tomorrow. And it looks like it has the same thing, except this one goes all the way down and around. And I don't think we should run this one unless somebody wants it. I will run it for you if you know what you're getting. So let me show you. Right here, there is a crack right here. What about the white? Thanks so much. I bought the holder for the white bean pot. Will it fit this one? No, it will not, sweetie. It will not, Cindy. You're going to need, I'll show you the other two that we have that you can choose from. But you guys let me know. It's not on the, no, it's all the way through. We're not going to run that one. We're not running that. We got plenty of others, guys. We got plenty of others. Let me show you what we got, Cindy. But that's okay, because you can definitely use more than one. Can definitely use more than one, sweetie. I'm going to actually remove this from the auction. Delete. Delete. That is so sad. That's such an incredible piece right there. So sad. It just really upsetting. Okay. Let me show you, Cindy, what we got. Okay. We have, I really need to check and make sure this one will fit before I tell you it will fit, because it's a newer design. It's a little bit bigger. Oh yeah. Okay. So we have this one. Right here, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you, Faith. We have that one. And we have this one. This one will fit in there. And we have, I can't believe I have so many bean pots, but we've been shopping for bean pots for a long time. And we have this one. See the cobalt blue ruffle trim? Isn't that cool? It's so pretty, and it's got the olive green handles. Just really cool pieces. So we have all three of those. So let's see. Let's go ahead and run the kind of neutral color. We'll run this one first. It's just for the bean pot, guys, not for the basket. Just for the bean pot. We'll run this one first. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. Yeah, we talked about cooking a lot of things in bean pots, but we didn't talk about cooking beans. I don't know why they call them bean pots, but I call it everything pot. And I probably use mine more for desserts and breads and egg casseroles and things like that than I do beans. I rarely will I fix baked beans or something. Go, Grandma! Go, Grandma! Congratulations to you. Let me tell you guys this cake because I keep getting off on a tangent and I forget to tell you the cake. And we all need a little dessert, right? So, where's my cake? Where is my cake? Easy cake. Where'd you go? Here it is. Easy cake in a bean pot, guys. Now, you got your friend. She stopped by. You're going to have some coffee and dessert, but you have none. So you're going to whip up a quick cake in 13 minutes in the microwave, and here's how you do it. So now one of these books back here that I marked a section where you can make homemade cake mix, but this I'm just going to tell you to go buy you a cake mix. But if you get that book, you'll be able to make homemade cake mix, and it's just as easy as making the homemade bread, guys. And you don't have to pay the $2 for a box of cake mix. Some are shaped like beans. So here you go. One cake mix, any kind. You just want to coordinate it with one can of pie filling. So here's my favorite. I like a spice cake with apple pie filling, or a can of pumpkin. Now, if you do a can of pumpkin, you need to add a little water because you don't have all the juice of the pie filling. But you could do chocolate cake with a can of cherry pie filling. It's delicious. There is so many choices. You could do a white cake mix with a can of peaches. And that is all you do. You stir, don't mix the cake like what it says on the box. Just dump it in, dry, dump in your pie filling that you want to coordinate with it, stir it up, bake it in the microwave 13 minutes or in the oven about 40 minutes. Either one. That's how easy it is. Now, another thing you can use these cute little things for, we're going to run this one, guys, and it's just for the bean pot, not the carrier. Good afternoon, my friend. Welcome in. We're learning all about cooking today. Cooking in a bean pot, girl. Cooking in a bean pot. If you'd like the recipes, they are in the Buy It Now for $2 for a double sheet. Okay, guys, here it is. This one's running, not the carrier, just the bean pot. Think about corn on the cob. We're almost corn on the cob season, guys. You can fill this with about 6 ears of fresh corn. Put probably a quarter cup of water or something. I don't measure it. I just put a tiny bit of water in the bottom and it steams the corn. Do it in the microwave about 10 to 13 minutes. It depends on how much corn you put in there. And it is amazing. All the flavor stays right in there. Annette, congratulations. I guess I had two names going. Cindy, it's yours. Man, I had names going everywhere. But guys, corn on the cob is amazing. And you can do frozen. So if you have frozen corn, just don't add water. But we got fresh corn coming real soon, guys, and you're going to want your bean pot for the corn. Yeah, we all want corn now. I see the brass. Oh, did you get your purse, Trula? Is that not the most amazing thing ever? I'm so happy for you. That was just beautiful, girl. Just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay, guys, here is the last regular size. I've got a double. I'm going to show you, but here is the last regular size. I think a beautiful fruit salad in here. Chill your bean pot and then set it out on your picnic table so it stays cold. And of course, you have the lid to keep the flies out. So just gorgeous. It holds your food whatever temperature for a long time. This is such a fun pattern. Here we go. Let's find this one. Where you at, baby? Where you at? Right there you are. Let's go, guys. our last regular size celebrating home. Yes, I got you, Cindy. I got it, girl. I got it. Here you go. Here it is, guys. Our last regular size bean pot, and it will fit in the basket if you got a basket. The last regular size celebrating home bean pot, oven safe, dishwasher safe, microwave safe. Beautiful inside and out, just like brand new. Gorgeous. Trula, that one's yours. What a fun pattern, girl. What a fun pattern. Now, guys, let me show you this. I can't even hardly hold this one. Hold it up here. Look at this. It matches the white ones we sold earlier. This is a double. This is a double. This was an exclusive, not very long made. We didn't have it for very long when we was selling these. So here it is. It's big. It's large and in charge. You can cook 2 items and they will be separated all in one. So you could do meatloaf on one, potatoes and vegetables on the other side. And again, look at how nice they clean up. Because of that glaze, they are all stamped on the bottom, made in Marshall, Texas. Gorgeous, beautiful piece. And the only double I have seen in, God, I don't even, 30 years ago, I guess, was the last time I seen one of these. So this is a pretty good find, guys. Pretty good find, especially in like new condition. I'm trying not to drop it while I get your lid on. You know, I only have the one working arm, so I have to be real careful because this arm over here, this one, it don't lift up. The bottom half does, but the shoulder don't. So here you go. It's running. If anybody wants the mega bean pot to match their smaller white one they got, here it is. Great thing for family dinners. You got a big family, you want to cook a lot for. Here you go. Great serving piece to have double in there. Rhonda, that's coming to you, friend. That's coming to you, my girl. Now, guys, we talked a lot about bean pots, but one thing Celebrating Home done when I was with them, they had pottery in all kinds of lines, not just bean pots. So, like I told you how to make the beer bread a while ago, and it's on your recipes. If you guys wasn't in here, you can get the recipes in the Buy It Now for $2. See this back here, this tray? It's the same color as that berry bean pot. This tray, I have one like this, and this is where I cook flat items. So like if I'm going to make the beer bread into cheese sticks, I put it on here. So I've spread it out, or a pizza, anything, brownies, anything you want to cook, and it cooks like your stoneware because it's stoneware, guys. This is just like your stoneware bean pot. So one of the most amazing things that I like is the beer bread and make them into cheese and garlic sticks. So you make the recipe just like I told you, and then you just smooth your dough along the bottom of this. Grease your pan with some olive oil, press your dough all down, cover it with some seasoning, some kind of garlic seasoning you have, and put your mozzarella cheese on top and let it cook. Let it cook. Probably 20-30 minutes. You'll see when they start to turn brown, that's when you know they're done. Wait till it cools. Use your pizza cutter to cut, and OMG, they are amazing. Amazing. That's one of my favorite things, but I use them a lot. I anything that needs a flat surface. It does have a pretty good lip, so I've even made like brownies on there, or a sheet cake, stuff like that. The other thing, they're real good for serving. We have 2 different sizes of these little servers, and I am going to run them together, and the serving plates separate. But we've got 2 of these. This is a shorter one. You get the little stand and the dish. So those come 2. And you can use them with this to, serve some dip. And they're all oven safe, microwave safe. So I've even cooked like little oven dips in those little dishes. So let's run this for you guys, see if anybody's interested, and then we'll go back to talking about bean pots, because that's what we're here for, right? And some of these recipe books that we got some cool recipe books. And guys, feel free to share anytime or ask any questions. And here we go. It's running. So if you've got your bean pot, you want a matching piece of pottery in a plate form that you can cook on. It's a big platter, guys. It is big. It's going to take a big box for this thing because it is big. I went and bought mattress pads like you put on top of your bed in the twin size so I can cut it up and wrap your pottery in that. So you'll be getting some cut up mattress pads in your box, guys. So don't freak out when you get them like, what is this woman sending? Hey, I don't want pottery to break, okay? Congratulations, Claudia. That's coming to you. That's coming to you, my friend. And if you'd like these little dip bowls, anybody, we'll go ahead and run them real quick, and then we'll go back to some bean pots. Like I said, they are in two sizes, so it's like this. And you can use them with or without the stands, but you're going to get it all. You're going to get two stands and two bowls, so you can use it however you want. And the like I said, the little bowls, they're running AR pottery as well. They're the same berry color, so they match the berry bean pot and the berry platter that we just ran. So you get all four pieces. Thank you guys for being here today. If you're new in here and you missed some of the recipes we was talking about, they're in the buy it now. Just type in recipes in the search and it's $2 for a double sheet of quick, easy family recipes. No interest in that? Okay, we'll set it down here. No problem. And let's look and see what we got. Is there anything that someone is wanting me to run? Okay, I'm going to go up here to these cookbooks and we're going to talk about them for a minute because there's some cool stuff in them and they are very old, very old. Which one are we going to get first? We're going to get this one. It is Better Baking Cookbook. Better Baking Cookbook. We all need to be better baking, right? Okay, here it is. Look how old these are. They are Eleanor Howe. They are very, very vintage, but that's what I love about them. The older cookbooks have the best recipes. They have real food in them, real things that people have in their house. Oh, this is the one that I was telling you guys about cakes. You got to be very careful. See how it's kind of falling apart? So I have it marked on the cake page because it gives you how to make a cake without going and buying a cake mix. So if you're snowed in and you need a cake and you don't have a cake mix, you can go to your little handy dandy cookbook here. It even has poor man's cake in here, guys. So if we get to that point, we can get us a poor man's cake right here. And basically, it's just like the bread. You're going to need some flour. You're going to need some sugar. You're going to need an egg. That's the difference. And some of them have sour cream, some have vanilla. Just the different cakes are going to use different stuff. But this book has, look, economy cakes. So this book tells you how to make things. Fancy cakes. Fancy cakes is right there. So it tells you how to make all different kinds. Yum yum cookies, guys. So we're going to run this cutie. See if anybody would like to pick up this amazing cookbook today for $5. We are running, and like I said, these are old. These are very old, vintage collector cookbooks, so you are going to have to take it easy with them, but it's one of them that you're going to want to sit down and read because it's cool. It's got a lot of cool things in it. You can definitely learn some things from these. Even if you've been cooking for a long time, you'll find things in there that you're like, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, that's neat. Claudia, you go pick this one up. Yes, you are, my friend. Congrats, girl. You will enjoy that. I know you will enjoy that. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, the next one is feeding father. Well, I don't know why we got to feed father, but we're going to feed father. So let me get down here. We got some bean pot cookbooks in there too that are celebrating home bean pots. So this one is okay. I did desserts and puddings. That's the section I saved because that's what I want, desserts and pudding. So they have like cheesecake, stuffed baked apples, cream puffs are so easy to make, guys. And right here is, I mean, in a cream puff is flour, water, butter, and eggs. They are so easy, guys, to make. But the reason that I kept this one, and I thought it was on this page, but maybe it was a different one. It's got apple crisp, donuts. Oh my gosh, so many cool things. But I thought this one, it must be a different one, so I'm not going to tell you. But that's why I love this one. So I just marked a little bit in each one. Here we go. This is another one of the Eleanor Howe sets. Very vintage, very old. So you're going to have to show it some love and take care of it. But these are my favorite ones. They always have the best recipes, guys. The best recipes right here. Absolutely, Faith. I'll run that for you. I'll run that for you. I'll show it and run it, girl. I'll show it and run it. And it has a liner inside, which is really nice. So if you want to use it for silverware or something, you're not destroying your crock, because that's what happens to them a long time. A lot of times people will bang their silverware inside, and then tear up their crock. But look, it comes with a liner. So there you go. Look at this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It is basically a silverware crock, but it is stoneware. It is Family Heritage Stoneware USA, the Pampered Chef. I didn't even realize that. So here you go. It is gorgeous. It is like new condition. Let's run it for you. And if you're interested, that's fine. If you're not, that's fine too. Don't feel like you have to when I run it. It's just if it's in my hands, you know how that works. We got to run it, girl. If it's in our hands, we got to run it. So it's in my hand. So here we go. Gorgeous green, guys. Beautiful utensil crock. It does appear in perfect, like new condition, and it's running for $5. And it does have a liner. You can take the liner out, but you can use it with the liner if you're going to put silverware or something in there just to protect your crock from getting banged up. We got a raid, guys! Yay! We got a raid, guys. Get in there. We are running this crock right now at $8, getting ready to go. Let me get you right here. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. That's coming to you. We are going to run a giveaway, guys. We haven't even ran any giveaways today. We have been cooking. We have been cooking. So thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much. Let's run a giveaway for everybody. If you're new here, how are the goats? The goats are fabulous today. It's a beautiful day here at CLM Farm. We are learning how to cook some easy recipes. There's my giveaway. And guys, if you're new here, I am Cheryl. And get in that giveaway. I make homemade goat milk soaps, lotions. I'm a dairy goat farmer. I make tallow face balm, which helps reduce all those wrinkles and make you look fabulous every day. I make healing salve to heal all those boo-boos. And if you're a buyer today and you get in that drawing and you win, you get one of my samples. If you don't buy today but you win, you're still a winner, and you will get one of my postcards, vintage postcard or something. I just don't have a box to put a sample in, but you're winner chicken dinner if you're a winner. And guys, all of you that are buying today, we are going to have a special buyer's giveaway at the end, and it will be for this bean pot cookbook. This bean pot cookbook, I only have one, so I decided I'm going to give it away. And what this is when I was with that company working and teaching people to cook in bean pots all the time, me and my girls that worked under me made this. So you say we need to make a cookbook. I actually did, but I don't have the format to print these off anymore. I wish we did, but I have one and I'm willing to part with it because I can remember I've memorized every recipe in here. So I'm going to give it away, one of my cookbooks, to one of you guys that purchased today. So we'll run that here in a little while. Right now, we still got a lot of other stuff to run, guys. And if there's something in the auction tab that you want me to run, call it out. Because other than that, I am just random running. Random running. Right now, I'm running some cookbooks. Then we're going to be running some vintage bean pots. Let's see, where am I? Right here. This is household hints. This is so cool. I love household hints. Don't you guys, when people tell you how to use a certain thing to take blood off of something or whatever, they give you all these little household hints. So in here, this is full of household hints. And this is the page I picked. The very first thing on this page is what got me. How to use stale donuts. Okay, so we have stale donuts, guys. I don't know. I've never had a stale donut. I eat them before they get stale. But let's say you have some stale donuts and you need to know what to do with them because we're not going to throw away. We don't waste. We learned that today. We're not wasting anything, guys. Every time you waste, you're wasting money. Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing as a stale donut because I eat them so fast. That's why we don't have them much. But it says if you do, cut the donut in half, place it under the broiler for a few minutes warm, spread spread with melted butter and sprinkle with cinnamon and sugar. So that's what you do with a stale donut, guys. Yes. So this book is full of fun stuff like that. So it tells you household stuff that you can do, little hacks. It also tells you fun food hacks you can do. And it's another one of that collection from Elaine Howe, very vintage little paperback book. And we're going to run this right now. And it's running for $5, guys. $5 for this beautiful collection. Get in that giveaway, everybody. Get in that giveaway. You might be the lucky winner and get one of my fabulous homemade products, or you might get a beautiful vintage postcard, or a newer 4th of July themed postcard, but you'll get something cool either way. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm putting out your collection. And then there's one more, guys. There's one more that goes with that collection. Let's see what it is. Right here. It is entertainment. So this one's pretty cool also because, they're all cool. But I picked a teenage party. A teenage party. Go, Grandma! You're the winner and you made a purchase today, so you're going to get one of my free samples. Congratulations. So this is a teen age party. In here it has like child's party, bridal party, quick suppers. I mean, it has all these different themes and it gives you like a menu and it gives you recipes to go with that. So it's kind of cool. So I picked a teenage party because that's kind of like me. I'm kind of teenage. And it said grilled bacon sandwich, potato chips, sugar donuts, radishes, and hot cider. So that's what they're going to have for their teenage party. But it is so cool to read each recipe, and it's got a fabulous donut recipe right here, and the graphics are so amazing. But this is just fun. This is just downright fun, guys. Because I looked through this one a long time at all the different things. It's another Elaine Howe vintage book. Here we go. Let's run it. There we go. It's going. This one doesn't look as tattered as the others, but it's still a cool one. It's a cool one. It's definitely a fun read. And you never know what kind of cool recipes you're going to pull out of it, too. So I think we'll go back and run us another fun bean pot, and then we'll run some bean pot cookbooks. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, thank you. So we've got um, 3 of these celebrating home bean pot cookbooks. There's one for soups, one for meals and moments and memories, which is appetizers, and one for entree. So we've got those. And let's see what bean pots we have left. We might as well start here at the top. This is a gorgeous vintage bean pot. It's right here in front of me. I love the size of this because it's not too big. I'm actually going to take the price down a little bit for you guys just because I feel like it. So we're going to go down to $12 start bid on it, but it is beautiful. I'm not doing that because there's anything wrong with it. I'm just doing that because I love you guys being here with me today. And those of you who have stuck out with me all day are going to get a special deal. So look at the pattern on this. It's a little smaller than the others. This would make a perfect loaf of bread. The perfect size. It is in perfect condition. The glaze is gorgeous. It also just make a nice cookie jar on your cabinet. It is really pretty. It's great size. It's not too heavy. So if you want to make up some baked beans, this would be a good side dish bean pot. You know, when you ain't making a whole bunch of something, it'd make the perfect bread or a good side dish. When you get to Thanksgiving and stuff, you got to have several to hold your food warm. Thank you, McBree, because it's nice when everybody goes around and gets all their food to be able to put those lids on, for one thing, and it keeps the food clean and it keeps it warm. And you know how it is, people keep coming back and eating. Well, at least you can kind of close it up while it's sitting there. So that's the first one. Congratulations, my friend. Favorite scent of soap? They all look so good I can't decide. Well, I vary because I like them all. So right now I'm using the all right, all right, all right, because I don't know. It just smells so dang sexy. I mean, it is like the best smelling man scent that you will ever smell in your life. It is so good. I'm trying to find this bean pot, trying to see where, but I love Love Spell. I love the lavender. Everybody shout out your favorite scent of soap for Faith and tell her what your favorite scent is and what you love about it. Where is this bean pot? Let me get a close-up view. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That is not it. Well, I don't know. Oh, it's right down here at my feet, girls. It's right down here at my feet. Here it is. Okay, this has got a little bit different shape. It's a little bit different than the last one in size. It's a little bit bigger. So this is going to be for a bigger side dish. We're going to go down to 12 on it just because. You guys have been here forever. Perfect for Father's Day. Yes, that all right, all right, all right would be great for that because it smells so good. It's a oh my gosh, my brain's going blank. I'm all on cooking right now. It's a famous guy. It's a dupe from him. But here is your vintage bean pot, guys. She is gorgeous. She does have a lid and she's in pretty good condition. I don't see any flaws. They also got nice little handles so you can grab it out of the oven. But this is a good old vintage pot. You can see the mark right there on the bottom. It's made in England. Everything in England is better. Congratulations, a little of this and that. Congratulations, my friend. Man, I'm going to have so much fun shipping out all those bean pots. Not. It was going to be a lot more fun being on here with you guys than it is going to be shipping those tomorrow. I am going to be going to a lot of sales this weekend, guys, that I'm pretty excited about to find you all some more cool stuff. Um, that we are having a neighborhood sale here, and we only have that once a year, and I usually find lots of good stuff. Kind of like when you live in the country. I don't know, they just have good stuff. That's all I can say. Okay, this is also a vintage USA West Bend, and I have two of them. This is the perfect size. It says West Bend, USA, right there. You gotta love that. USA, guys. USA, running for only $12. Amazing piece. Perfect for that loaf of bread. Perfect round size. So it's gonna make the best loaf. Thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. And thank you for always being here for me. I appreciate you so much. But I love this little guy. I love it. And perfect for side dishes also. McBree, you're getting your bean pots now, girl. You're getting them. And I've got one more of those guys. She's right here. Here we go. But yeah, it's going to take me a little longer on the bean pot shipping because the packing is going to be a little fierce, guys. It's going to be a little fierce. That's why I did have to start things a little higher. I just couldn't take a chance of a $5 bid because bubble wrap, for one, is eating us alive as shippers. Bubble wrap, paper, all that stuff. It's eating us alive. So here we go. There's my friend Beth. She's back from her second job today. She's dropping in to see if she can learn anything. She Beth is from New Jersey, guys. Best kept secret. And we met on here. I was actually in one of her shows a long, long time ago. And I just loved her. And we have been talking and been besties ever since. We talk every day about just our cat or our dog or my goats or anything and everything that we can think to talk about, just because we enjoy each other's stories and company. So if you guys have not followed Beth and her shows, guys, she has great stuff too. She's actually going to be coming on in a little while when I get done, and I haven't had a chance to go in her show yet. This is one of my favorites right here, guys. It's another West Bend. But she's coming on later today, and I got to go check out her stuff to see what she's got because she always has things that I want. One of my favorites right here, guys. I love this one. Now you can tell it's been used. Someone loved this. So it's nice and seasoned, which seasoned is good. If you use cast iron or anything, seasoned is good. Look at that seasoning. West Bend, USA, right there on the bottom, only $17. Kathy, you gonna get this one, girl? It's a good one. I love these. This is my favorite. It's my favorite little USA West Bend. I just love the perfect size, the perfect round size for the perfect side dish bean pot or the loaf of bread. So the bean pots are lined up on the floor. I ain't got to worry about no burglar coming in because they're going to trip over bean pots and they're just going to go rolling. You are welcome, my friend. I actually have two of those, believe it or not, guys. Me and my local bestie, where's it at? Down here. Robin is her name, and she comes on Tuesdays and helps me, and the rest of the time she's out picking for me. So me and her have been on a bean pot hunt. So once I get through this show, there'll be no more bean pots, but we're going to run them all today, and everybody will have their bean pot fix, and they won't need any more. So here it is, guys. It's running the last West Bend. Very nice. This one is not as seasoned as the other, just means it wasn't as used as much. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the size of these. They're just perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you guys for your bids. And I hope you are grabbing the recipes out of the Buy It Now for $2 that tell you all the cool things. I know if you missed me earlier and you didn't get the recipes that I gave live, at least you can pick up that sheet. Go in the Buy It Now. It's $2 and you get 2 pages of recipes, and I'll ship those with your stuff. So thank you so much, my friend, for your purchase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me set that down safely. I got bean pots everywhere, guys. Bean pots all the way around me. It's Bean Pot Central. Oh, this is a really cool one. I almost had to keep it, but I've already got like 200 bean pots. But I really, really, really like this one because of the handle. And I'll show it to you. I'm just going to take the price down for you a little bit. I trust you guys to start me out well. You know about the packing, you know about the cost, and you're always here for every show. I love you guys so much. You're always in here supporting my business. And look at this, guys. Look at it. Look at this, guys. Look at the handle. I love it. It's got a gorgeous top with, a handle. You can pull it out. You can look. I'm running it for $14. It's a great size, and it's got that gorgeous handle on it. Almost reminds me of like a teapot. So one of my favorites. And nobody's into that one today. So let me know if you want me to run it again, and I will. Oh, this is a good one too. It's not exactly a bean pot, it's more of a casserole, but it looks kind of like a frying pan. It looks kind of like a frying pan. So here is your USA on the bottom. And look, it's like a frying pan, but it is actually a casserole or bean pot. This is really good because you can actually put it in the oven like so and pull it out because you have the nice long handle. So it's still a really good size, probably 4 inches deep. Would make some great scalloped potatoes or something in here. And you got this nice lid. And there's your inside. It's been used, so it's nice and seasoned. It is a great piece. Great Daisy Dot vintage USA stoneware. We are getting bean potted up, ain't we, girls? Everybody's like, I got them all, Cheryl. I got them all. Okay, well, then let's go to your cookbooks. Let's go to the cookbooks. So now is the time. I have 2 of each of these, and that's it, girls. 2 of each of these, and that's it. So here we go. We're going to run. Let's see which one we're going to run, whichever one's first. Okay, this one's first. So here it is. This is appetizers and desserts. We have baked apples, hot fudge sundae cakes. Oh my God, that is so easy, guys. You got to make this. Okay, I'm going to give you this recipe in case you don't get this, okay? Because this is something you can make in your bean pot, no matter which bean pot you got. And you can make it in the microwave or the oven. So this is hot fudge cake. When you take it out, it literally turns into this hot fudge lava cake thing. Like it turns into a chocolate cake with this hot fudge coming out and all over. Oh my God, it's amazing. And it's so easy. So here you go. 1 cup of flour, a half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, 1 teaspoon of salt. I probably talked too fast. I'm waiting a minute. Half a cup of milk. I'll hold it up on the screen too so you can screenshot it, okay? 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon vanilla. Then nuts are optional. If you want nuts, do about a half a cup, it says, but I don't ever put nuts in mine. And then you'll need 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of cocoa. This is for the topping, and I'll explain why, but you'll need these too. and then 1.5 cups of hot water. So if you aren't aware, you can swipe your screen to the right. I think it's right. Nope, it's to the left. And all the words will go off your screen. So swipe to the left and all the words will go out. And then here you go. You can screenshot that. Okay, everybody got it? Okay, now here's what to do, and then I'll let you screenshot it too. So if you can screenshot, fine. Don't worry about writing it down. If you can't, write it down. So spray the inside of your bean pot with cooking oil. We know how to do that. Mix your flour, your sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa and baking powder and salt in a bowl. Basically, you're making your homemade cake. That's what you're doing. So you mix your flour, sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa, baking powder, and salt. Flour, sugar, cocoa, baking powder, and salt. All that mixed together, your dry ingredients. Then you're going to stir in your milk, your oil, and your vanilla. You're stirring in your wet. So you're making a cake. Then, once that cake is made, now we're going to make the hot fudge. So those ingredients at the bottom that I told you we're going to need those for the fudge, now we're going to use those. So you're going to take the brown sugar and the 1/4 cup of cocoa and your hot water, and you're going to mix that together until it's nice and smooth and mixed up. So just get some really hot water from the sink, let it run till it's hot, mix in that brown sugar, mix in your cocoa, and whip it till all the clumps and stuff's gone. And then you're just going to pour that over the top of that cake. Over the top of that cake. Just wet. It'll just look like your cake went in a swampland. It don't look good. It looks like, well, I just messed that up, but you didn't. So you pour that over the batter. Then you're going to take it and you're either going to put it in the oven, in your bean pot, in the oven, 325 for 1 hour. And insert the toothpick in the middle, make sure your cake's done, blah, 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 but it will be. And then if you do it in the oven, of course you want to let it cool a little bit, or that hot fudge will sizzle everything off your tongue. So take the lid off and let it cool a few minutes before you start digging in. It has to tell you that on here. Or you can make this in the microwave. It'll probably take 13 to 15 minutes. Just check with the toothpick to make sure your cake is good. And that's it. And you will have hot fudge cake, the best you've ever had. Put some vanilla ice cream with that, and OMG, guys, that's all I can say. Now, here is the screenshot. If you guys can get that screenshot. Got it? Okay. All right, so this cookbook we're going to run first. That's just one of the amazing recipes that's in here. Just one, guys, just one. So we're going to run this, and let me find it. It's right here. And we're starting at $5, guys, and it's going. $5, you get this complete little binder of bean pot recipes. It's all bean pot recipes. Running right now for $6. $6. Trula is in. Get me some drink. My vintage hoard is in. Honey, we're all vintage hoarders. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Rhonda's in. Congratulations, Rhonda. That one's yours. We have one more, guys. One more of these. So one more lucky person will get a copy of this. One more person. One more. And then we'll find something fantastic in the next one. Thanks for being here so long, guys. It's been 2 hours, and some of you have been here since the beginning. So I appreciate you. We probably got at least a half hour more to go through the rest of these cookbooks and stuff, but I know that your day is important and you probably got a lot to do. Trula, that's yours. So hang with us if you can, and if you can't, I understand. I understand. I know, girl. I will give you your own lesson. I promise. I promise. And guys, if you have questions from today or anything, just message me. Just message me and ask questions. I mean, I can't be on there answering questions 24/7 about your cooking, but you know. Oh, here's the good one in this one. So this is side dishes, guys. So you got multiple bean pots. Now you have one to create some side dishes in. So this is bean pot cheddar potatoes. Bean pot cheddar potatoes. You're going to need cream of mushroom soup, paprika. Oh, you're. I will put this on for screenshot too, guys, if you want a screenshot. So 1 can of cream of mushroom, half a teaspoon of paprika. I like the smoked paprika. Half a teaspoon of pepper, 4 large russet potatoes, 1 cup of cheddar cheese. And guys, if you can shred your own cheese, it's better for you. It doesn't have any caking agents on it, and it will melt. If you try to use the store-bought, the reason you can't get it to melt is because of the stuff they put on it. It won't hardly melt. So shred your own if possible. It's way better for you, and it just tastes better, and it just is better. Did I say better enough? Okay, so let me give you the screenshot. If you know, swipe to the left, and you can get all the words off your screen. And there's your screenshot. There you go, guys. Okay. And then we have the instructions. In a small bowl, mix your soup, paprika, and pepper. So that's easy. Spray your bean pot. Range your potatoes. Just all in there. However you can get them in there. Lay them in there. Sprinkle with cheese. Pour your soup mixture over. Cook in the oven on 400 for 45 minutes. Now, is that easy or what? And then, of course, when you take them out, uncover and wait till it's not so hot before you take a big bite. It has to tell you that again. Here's your screenshot, guys. Here's your screenshot. Is it freezing, Lolly? Are you guys getting this? Did you guys get that? Are we having a connection problem? Let me know. Okay. I'm thinking the hearts mean we're okay. Okay. So here it is, guys. Here it is. We've got 2 of these, I think. I think I have 2. Nope. I only have 1 of these. I only have 1 of this one. I have 1. And this is side dishes. Side dishes. Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's running. It is 8 ounces, Angel. It's 8 ounces. It's a big bottle. Let me show you a bottle. Oh man, I'm walking over bean pots, guys. Everything's okay. Here it is, Angel. It's a big bottle. 8 ounces. It's definitely your best buy. And when you buy those little ones, you're not getting very much for your $4. But some people like to get them just to sample the scent. Go, Grandma! That one's yours, baby girl! Congratulations! Congratulations! Now let's see which one's next. Which cookbook is next? I have to delete that because I thought I had 2 of those, but I do not. Okay. I have 2 of these though. Now let's see what kind of cool recipe we can just pull up. Upside down pot pie. That sounds pretty good. Creamy broccoli chicken. That sounds pretty good. Let's do that one. It sounds good and Yeah, yeah. Sometimes people just like to try a little sample, but you're definitely getting most for your money by getting a big bottle. Once you know what you like. Okay, creamy broccoli chicken. So you're going to get your veggies and you're going to get your chicken. And it's all going to be in a bean pot, guys. So here we go. We got 3 to 4 boneless chicken breasts, 1 can of cream of broccoli soup, 1 bag of frozen broccoli, 1 cup of milk, and salt and pepper to taste. I would also add a little rice in there if it was me. I would add like a half a cup of rice with a cup of water. And then you have broccoli, rice, and chicken. So just an idea. You might want to, I'll let you screenshot this, but it says serve with rice. You could do that also, but I just add it in there and let it all cook. There's your screenshot, guys. Okay. Now, next it says place chicken in bean pot, cover with the soup and the broccoli. Basically, you're just dumping it all in there. So you got your bean pot, you put your broccoli, your chicken, your broccoli, your soup, your salt and pepper, and you're going to bake it 325 for about an hour, hour and a half. It said, oh, it does say add the milk about 45 minutes before chicken is done. So they don't want your milk in there the whole time. Oh, absolutely, girl. Absolutely. Get that Marcella cooking in there with the wine. But here is the screenshot on this. If you want that, that is so easy right there. That is an easy all-in-one bean pot dinner. Easy all-in-one bean pot dinner right there, guys. All right, here we go. We are going to run this cookbook. This has entrees. So this one is full of entrees, guys, full of entrees. And these are printed on both sides of the pages. And they're also made so that you can set them on the counter and look at your recipe. So that's kind of cool. So here we go. We're going to sell this one to you. Some lucky person's going to get this one. And we're going. We're going. We're freezing again. Are we freezing, guys? Thank you, guys. Thank you for your entrees purchasing here. Not here? Okay. All right. That's good. We're having a good day. So far, so good. Kathy, are you taking her home, girl? You're taking her. You got her. Congratulations. Congrats. And I have one more of those, guys. One more. It's right here. Right here. Here we go, guys. One more. Let's see. Oh, it's the same one we just looked up. We just got a raid from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Let's get in here, get her in here so you guys can follow her. Give Crystal a follow. Welcome her to CLM Farm. Welcome in, everybody. Let's run a givey. There you go. We are having a little cooking show, guys. We are talking all about easy meals to fix in a bean pot. I think I got a couple bean pots left, but we pretty much sold them. But there's still lots of stuff in the auction tab and in the buy it now. Thank you so much, Crystal, for picking us. And I hope you had a great show too, my friend. Getting that givey. If you guys win, and you've made a purchase today, you're going to get a sample of one of my products. I'm a dairy goat farmer, so I make goat milk soaps and lotions. I make tallow face balm, which is anti-aging, makes your face glow and be beautiful. And it's all in a little jar, guys. And then I make homemade healing salve to fix all your boo-boos. So that's in there, plus 500 other great things to shop in the Buy It Now tab. Just click on the shop, click on Buy It Now. It's all in there. Also, the recipes we went over today are in the Buy It Now for only $2. So just type recipes in the search of the Buy It Now. and they'll come up and you can get it for $2. So that's that. And thank you for being here. I hope you can stay a while. So this one's going to run, guys. One more lucky person gets this, and it's running. It's running. One more lucky person. Everybody getting that giveaway? Get in there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. This is going to be a lot easier to ship than the bean pots. And some of you are going to be getting multiple boxes because I can't ship more than one bean pot in a box. I don't think I can. So if you got more than one, they're going to be coming in separate boxes. Thank you guys so much. Go, Grandma's getting ready to take it down with 4 seconds left. Is she going to get it? She is. Congratulations. Go, Grandma. That's what my kids say to me. Go, Grandma, go. Go, Grandma. And I'm always like, I am going. This is as fast as Grandma moves. And they're like, go, Grandma, go. I'm like, Grandma can't go. Grandma's old. Grandma don't move like Grandma used to. Okay, guys, let's see what else we got here. We got another cookbook that's a big one. This is for your rainy day reads. This is a 1953 big American Family Cookbook. American Family Cookbook. This lady has all her little pieces of paper in here. Let's see, I think I marked something. Oh, I marked herbs and spices. But this is a lot more reading for those who really want to be into a cookbook. Because back here it tells you how to use all those different herbs. When we did our garden show, I talked about planting your own herbs. And if you did that, you might want to know what can I use them on. So all you got to do is look in here and it says, like, for example, if you have bay leaves, it tells you what a bay leaf is and what it, kind of tastes like. And then it tells you what to use it for. So that's kind of cool. So that's why I marked that page with the piece of paper that's an actual recipe that this lady saved inside her cookbook. So the dust cover looks a little rough, but the actual cookbook and all its beautiful graphics inside are really, really nice. So the cover did its job, but it looks a little rough. So here you go. We're going to run this for $5, guys. $5. Here we go. We're running. Great nerdy cookbook read is what I call it, because I like to sit and read cookbooks. Some people like love stories, some people like mysteries. I like cookbooks. That's what I like. It's a big cookbook. My book library is all cookbooks. Maybe if something happens to me, my husband will actually be able to cook him something. I don't know, because in 40 years he hasn't cooked because he can't. And I'm just like, let me do it. Let me do it, honey. Let me do it. Iris Mom, that's yours. First purchase. Welcome here, my friend. Welcome, welcome. If you just got here, girl, make sure you pick up those recipes in the Buy It Now for only $2. There's some great recipes to use with your bean pots. We have some really cool old bean pots. I don't know why I didn't run this one. I don't think it's in there. I need to put it in there. This is a Daisy Dot USA right there on the bottom. Congratulations, Shirley! And it is a nice bean pot. So I don't know why I haven't ran that. And I think I have some cookbooks that are different. Some cookbooks that are different. Can I post my show, please? You sure can. You sure can. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a cool cookbook, guys. This is all about Jell-O. 1975 is this cookbook. It was 99 cents. This was fun. This was a fun little read. I went through it and it tells you how to make all this cute Jell-O stuff and the Jell-O salads. And it's just a neat little cookbook. It's got a lot of great graphics in it, but a lot of cute little recipes all to do with Jello. It's a hardback and it's in real good condition, vintage 1975, and it's going. It's going. Thank you guys. Hi, Malia. Honey, I posted some recipes in the Buy It Now. There's a double piece of paper in there. In the Buy It Now, just type in recipes and it's $2 for it. So it's in there. It's all the things that we covered today that you missed. So you can get that and you won't miss it, sweetie. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to ask. There you go. Congratulations, Annette. Okay, this is another cool one too. This is a child's book, a child's cookbook. It is Kitchen Fun, a cookbook for children. My kids love this. Look at the graphics and the reading in here. My kids always loved, I always got any kind of kid cookbooks. I'm in Missouri. I am in Missouri, but look at how easy this is. Peanut butter cookies, and it gives them graphics and examples. Those of you that can't cook, here's the book for you to learn. And I don't mean that in a bad way. This is easy, guys. This is for somebody that needs to learn how to cook. It is so easy and laid out for you, and I'm going to find it here and we're going to run it. And then I'm going to show you a couple other really cool things that I forgot I even had till I was scrolling through here. So here we go. Here we go, guys. The Kids Cookbook. Great illustrations. It's right here, the only one we have. And I think it might be the last cookbook of the day. I'm not sure on that. I'd have to look around. But it seems like I might have an extra celebrating home cookbook back there. So here we go, guys. I'm going to have to look to see if I've got an extra or I just didn't put them down. Thank you guys for your purchase. Thank you so much. I just love how easy and laid out this is. And if you've got little children, look at the peanut butter cookie. I don't know how I turned to that exact same page again, but look how easy and laid out that is. That is so cool. Honey, that's coming to you, sweetie. It's coming to you. I want to look at these cookbooks just a minute, guys. Because for some reason, okay, so I sold 2 of those. That one, yes. 2 of those. Okay, we have this one. We did not sell, and I don't think it's even loaded, guys. I don't think it's even loaded. So let me see. I think somehow this one got missed, and we thought we had them all. I'm going to see if I can duplicate real quick. Of course not. Okay. That's okay because I have random runs in here, and we're going to random run it, guys. We're going to random run it because these are cool cookbooks and I want you guys to get it. Okay, auction tab. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, guys. Okay, let's go down here to my random runs and pin it, and then I'll open it up and we'll see what cool stuff is in this one. Okay, right there. We're going to go 4 7 ounces. That should cover. Okay, this is soups and salads. Okay, let's find a good soup. Oh, I love stuffed pepper soup. That is so good. Okay, guys, this is a little lengthy, but as always, I will screenshot you, and you can move the screen to the left, and it'll take the wording off there so you can screenshot the page. This is just a little lengthy on ingredients, but not bad. So here we go. Remember all that beef that I had you cook in your bean pot and put in the freezer? Well, you're going to need 2 pounds for this. So all this goes in your bean pot. So 2 pounds of ground beef cooked, a 28-ounce can of tomato sauce. 28-ounce. 28-ounce can of water. So basically dumping another raid, guys. Another raid. Oh my gosh. Vintage artifacts. Thank you. Let's get you in here so everybody can give you a follow. There they are, guys. Give them a follow. And guess what that means? Another giveaway. Another giveaway. Guys, welcome in. My name is Cheryl. I'm a dairy goat farmer. Getting that giveaway. If you win the giveaway and you made a purchase today, you're going to get one of my sample products. I'm a dairy goat farmer, so I make goat milk soaps and lotions and tallow face balm, which is anti-aging and takes away all those wrinkles. Is this recipe you included in the shop? No, it's not. This one I'm going to have you screenshot it, and I'm going to give it to you, sweetie. That sheet of paper is, Cindy, if you didn't get it, it's in the buy it now. Also, if you don't purchase today, you will get an ephemera, like a postcard or something like that. But getting that giveaway, if you're a winner, you're going to get something. Just if you're a buyer, you get something a little bigger because I can stick it in your box, basically. So back to our stuffed pepper soup. We're learning how to cook today in bean pots, guys. I still have a couple bean pots and I have some bowls. The bowls are just like a bean pot without a lid because they can go in the oven too. So I'm going to share with that in just a minute. So here we go. We got our beef, we got our tomato sauce, and we got our water. So basically you're going to dump the tomato sauce and then you're going to fill it with water, your can, and dump that in there. Then you're going to need 28 ounces of diced tomatoes, lots of tomato. Then you're going to need 2 cups of peppers, green peppers, red peppers, whatever peppers. Chop them up little, and 2 cups. 1 cup of onion. This says 2 teaspoons of beef flavored base or beef bouillon cubes. So whatever you have to make it more beefy, I think is what they're trying to do. I don't remember doing that when I made it, so it might be an optional thing. 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 cups of cooked rice. Okay, here, I am going to let you screenshot this. Again, swipe to the left so all the words leave your screen so they won't interfere with your screenshot. And here you go. Screenshot the recipe. This is for stuffed pepper soup in your bean pot. You guys are going to be eating so good, your family ain't going to know what happened. They just ain't going to know what happened. They're going to be freaked out. Them bean pots are going to arrive and you're going to be in there cooking with your apron on like I got here. And you're going to put some flour on your face so you look like you've been slaving and just say, man, I have just been cooking for you guys. Okay, now once you get all them ingredients, basically you dump it all into your bean pot and you cook it for about 30 minutes because they're already done. So you just stick it in the microwave for about 20 minutes or in the oven on 350 for about 30 minutes. Basically, you're just warming it up and cooking those onions and peppers. That's it, guys. Throw it all in the bean pot. That's what I love about a bean pot. It's like a little miniature oven that you can cook anything. You too, Stefan. Thanks for staying here as long as you do. So let's run this one, guys. The last Celebrating Home cookbook that we have. Here it goes, guys. Here it goes. It's running. You got soups and salads in here. Soups and salads. Lots of good stuff in here. Soups and salads. Thank you. Claudia's in there. $11 for this cookbook. Thank you so much, friend. Getting that giveaway, everybody. And she's going to take her down. Congratulations, Claudia. You're going to have all kinds of fun when your boxes come. Lots of instructions you missed probably, but that soup, all you do, I didn't put it on the screenshot because all you do is dump it all in the bean pot and cook it. Dump it in the bean pot, everything, 20 minutes in the microwave or 30 in the oven. 350 on the oven. That's all. I didn't screenshot them because there is no instructions basically. Yeah, you're just warming up your peppers and onions and everything. That's all you're doing. Okay, is there any random items in here that you guys are wanting me to run because otherwise I will just go through and run some random items. We do have a I have some Celebrating Home bowls, and I have a couple bean pots left. These here, the pig cutting board, you got it, Shirley. I'll run that right now. I will run that. There's our winner, Seal Meisner, my winning girl. She wins all the time. I hope you got your lottery ticket, girl. I hope you went and got it, because if you didn't, you need to. So let's run this pig cutting board real quick, and then we're going to talk about these boards. These bowls. Here's the pig cutting board, and you guys can call out. I know! You guys can call out anything, anytime. Let's run this cute pig cutting board, and I will run anything else in the auction that you want me to. Here we go, guys. Cute, cute, cute kid pig cutting board, $5, running right now. Gorgeous for any farmhouse kitchen. And then I'm going to show you some amazing bowls. Can you get me a double bean pot like the white one you sold? Are you selling them? No, I can't, Loli. I can't, honey. That was the only one. I can't get any of these anymore unless I just get lucky and run across one day. And probably won't get lucky. But if I ever do, I will get it, and I'll have it on here. So I have two of these bowls. This is the smaller, and they're a stack, and the other one sits inside, of course, just like any stacker bowls. And these are pottery bowls. They are just like your bean pot, and you can cook in these, guys. You can cook in them. This is a 9.75. And sorry, I'm trying to think and talk and listen and do everything, and I can't. Not a multitasker when it comes to typing on the screen. And it seems like I'm having a little issue right now. I think it's getting tired. Isn't it pretty? I love this pattern. I have a bean pot that looks like this, and I love it. It is so pretty. This is called the Tuscan pattern. And again, it is a stoneware bowl. And you got your Celebrating Home right there on the bottom. Why ain't this thing working? And you can cook in these. So the only difference is you don't have a lid. But you can serve in them. You can mix in them. It is just basically a stoneware bowl. Why is that a different price? I wanted to start that at $10. Ah, I'm trying to give you all a deal, and it don't want to. It says, no, I don't think we'll give it to them for that. It's just not wanting to cooperate here. But we're doing it anyway. I did it. So we're going to start this first mixing bowl. It's in perfect condition. It's gorgeous. Nice stoneware mixing bowl. Gorgeous pattern for $10. And like I said, we have the bigger one that stacks inside. And then I have one that matches the brown bean pot. These are so big, guys. So here it is. I'll show you what they're like stacked. So here's the big one. Here's your smaller one. So if you like cooking with your stoneware bowls, these are gorgeous set. Gorgeous set for $10. You're getting this one right here. You're getting this one right here. And then we'll run the others. Gorgeous bowl. Beautiful set. I love the colors. I love the colors. They're just so warm and comforting. Congratulations, Shirley. That's a good pickup. That is beautiful, girl. And now let's run the other one that goes with it, which is the bigger one that I showed you guys. And we're going to start that at the same price. And then I'm going to show you the bowl that matches the brown bean pot that one of you got earlier. Because one of you might want to pick that up to have the matching bowl. But here's the big one, guys, and it's running for $10 as well. And this is the big one. And I mean, these are big, guys. These are going to take some big big shipping, but I bought those mattress pads that I cut apart, and they're going to be padding your box. So they're going to be lined with those foam mattresses, and this is run at $10 with 4 seconds, guys. $10. And it's gone to Shirley. Congratulations. You got the set, Shirley. Congratulations, girl. Okay, guys, the next one I have for you is this one right here. So if you bought the brown bean pot that's like this and you're still here, you might want to grab, it's right here, guys. See the brown bean pot that I have right here? If you got this, here's the matching bowl. If you didn't get that bean pot, well, it's still a gorgeous stoneware bowl that you can use in your kitchen and you can use every day to make some amazing stuff. Did you? Well, here you go, honey. You're going to get the matching bowl for only $12. We are running $12 for the matching bowl. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the patterns on these. And they're all handmade, clay, pottery, stoneware, gorgeous bowls. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys so much. And Cindy's going to take that one home. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. That one's yours. Let's see what else we got, girls. All right. Is anybody else on here that wasn't able to get a bean pot later or earlier that needs one? Or I still have two bean pots. I have this one with the handle, and it says the lid has a call out on it. So let's see, what's the call out on the lid? Oh, I guess the call out on the lid is that little thing right there, because I don't see anything else. So that's really not anything. I think that happened when it was made. Just the clay didn't go together very well because it's just a little, like a little chip looking. And this one's going to run for $14. If you haven't got your bean pot yet, this is one of the two that we have left. So you can make that soup, you can make the bread, all those amazing recipes, the cake that is on the sheet of paper that I put in the Buy It Now, guys. It's in the Buy It Now for $2 for all those recipes. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. No takers on that. Let me show you the other one that we got. It is a Daisy Dot. It is right here. It's a little dusty. It's been sitting in here a while. And here it is. It's a bigger one. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You know what? I just remembered I didn't write the name on that last cookbook. Oh well. Oh well. I'll remember what it was, right? I'll know the random pull and the weight, so we'll say I know what it is because I won't do any other random pulls besides this bean pot. Okay, this bean pot, I got to fix the weight on it, and we will run it. If you need another bean pot or you come in late and didn't get your bean pot, I know how that is. I'm always snoozer or loser. If you're a snoozer, you're a loser, right? Didn't get your bean pot? Well, you can get your bean pot now because we have this gorgeous USA Daisy Dot that is supposed to be running. I'm telling you guys, I tell you, this thing's trying to mess with me. Get running. Get running. Go. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. Here it is, guys. You got your USA right on the bottom there. It's kind of hard to see, but it is there. And it's a gorgeous brown Daisy Dot. You got your little daisies right there all the way around. Buy or givey. You want me to do a buy or givey right now? Right now, girl? You're like, shut up and move on, Cheryl. Just shut up and move on. Get that buy or giveaway going. We're done for the day. We've cooked all we can cook. We're tired. You'd think I'd be tired too, wouldn't you? Okay, guys, is there any last items that you would like me to run in here before I leave? Because we do have a lot of stuff in the auction tab that I will be moving to other shows, or I will move to the buy it now. So look through here real quick. I'm looking to make sure there's no pre-bids. I have all these wooden utensils if anybody's interested in them. And they're $3 for a bundle of 3. So I have those we can run. I have a lot of stuff here. So you tell me, I'm looking through for make sure there's no pre-bids before we go. And you tell me, is there anything else? Okay, I will. Okay. Okay, guys, let's do your buyer's giveaway. Now what am I doing? Hitting the wrong buttons. I must be ready for my squash. You want some spoons, Claudia? I'll run you some. Okay, let's see. We've got all different kinds. It's a bundle of 3. So here they are, guys, getting that giveaway. And that giveaway, anybody can get in. But if you purchase a bean pot today, you are going to get this. If you're the winner of the giveaway and you purchased a bean pot, you're going to get the bean pot cookbook as your giveaway prize. If you are the winner and did not purchase a bean pot, then you will get one of my samples if you purchase something else like lotion, healing salve, something of the sort, tallow balm. If you're the winner and you did not make a purchase of any kind today, it can be anything, even in the buy it now, guys. And we have a lot of stuff in that buy it now. 500 items. There is linens at your linen, and there is pottery, there's Christmas, there's everything. But if you don't make a purchase, you're still going to win if you win. And I'm going to send you something, probably a postcard, vintage postcard, newer postcard, something of the sort. So if you purchase a bean pot and you're the winner, you're going to get this cookbook. Okay, so we're going to run some of these spoons. They're only $3. You get a set of 3. Let's run these while the buyer's giveaway is running, and then we'll probably move on unless you guys tell me something else you want me to run. Okay, we're starting a bundle of 3 right here for $3. We're going to run them quick, 15 seconds, guys. Here they go, 15 seconds, $3. This bundle, you get this. Every bundle is a little different. So I'll just pull them out, show you what you get in the bundle, and this is the one you're going to get. This bundle says easily distracted by chickens. Easily distracted by chickens. All right, Shirley. I'm going to write your name on a sack and put them in there so I know you got them. Sorry I wasn't quite ready, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready, and once I get ready, we'll move quicker. I just want to make sure you get the right ones. Okay, Shirley, those are coming to you. The next ones, well, they're kind of stuck together. Okay, the next ones look like this, and it says, guess what? And you get a slotted spoon, and or 2 slotted spoons actually. And guys, it's the wrong thing. Sorry, it's the wrong thing. McBree, if you don't want those dishes that we just bid on, my friend, my helper Robin put these in, and she forgot to put the quantity, guys. So she forgot. McBree, if you don't want those dishes, go in right now and click on your purchase and put cancel. And then I will approve it. Now, guys, you can't do that all the time when you order something by accident. The sellers have to approve it. And if you're just out there bidding and putting in cancellations, they'll deny it because you can't be buying stuff away from other people and then putting it in. Okay, McBree, you just put in your cancellation if you don't want those, and I will approve that because I'm sorry, she didn't put in a quantity, so it moved to the next item in line instead of, so now I gotta find it over here and add quantity. And of course, it's not gonna let me do that because that would be too easy. Let me see if it'll let me on my iPad. You know, Robin, that is helping me, is still learning. She's still in training. And there's so many things that you have to learn that, I mean, it's hard to learn it all. And so now I just found one more thing that I got to make sure she knows. So sorry about that. Let me go auction, and we're going to do them as random pulls because it won't let me. It won't let me. Okay, I got 49 of them in there. No, I don't want to start it at $5. I want to start at $3. I'm sorry, guys. We're going. We're going. We are going. Okay, sweetie, I will, as soon as I get off here, which ain't going to be very much longer, I will go and approve that so you won't get charged. And I am sorry for the hassle. Okay, guys, now I got that. Now we'll be able to start these at $3, and we should be good to go now. We should be good to go. They're running. They're running. Thank you, guys. And these are the three you're getting this time. These are the three you're getting this time. And probably, guys, we will run these until you're done buying them. And then, unless you call out a number you want me to run, we'll raid into somebody. I'll probably run one last giveaway for all of you. And whoever won the last giveaway, congratulations. You're going to get the, hello, my friend Jess. You're going to get the Shirley. Those are coming to you also. Where's your bag? Congratulations, my friend. And um, actually, I should write a name on who won that. If you won the bean pot, but I'll get it figured out, guys. I will get it. This is a cool one. This is a older spoon right here. This is an older spoon. I really like that. And you're gonna get this rooster. It says, guess what again? And this spoon that has the hole, and you're getting all three. And we're running. You're getting all three. This is your bundle this time, girls. This is your bundle. Thank you guys for your bids. Do you notice that I just keep rambling over myself now? I'm starting to ramble, guys. It's almost 3 hours. I'm starting to ramble. Now, guys, if you're new in here, you just came in, we did a bean pot show. We did a lot of cooking recipes and talking about how to use our vintage bean pots and newer bean pots. Rhonda, let me get you a bag. And you guys can find the recipes that I printed up for you, not the ones that we just did on the live show, but there's a 2 pages of recipes that you can find in the Buy It Now. That just type in recipes in the search, and it's $2 for a sheet of 2 recipes. So I just had to do enough to cover me printing them out and getting them out to you. So congratulations on that, Rhonda. Let me get the next ones out. See what we're going to get. Okay. It says, yes, I really do like all these chickens, is what it says. Yes, I really do like all these chickens. You're going to get the big spoon, the fork, and the spatula spoon. And it has a chicken on it also. So you're going to get double chicken on this one. And there we go. We're running. We're running. Oh, okay, Grandma. She didn't. It wasn't someone that bought a bean pot. Are you sure? Yeah, it was Cindy, and Cindy bought a bean pot. Yeah, she won the cookbook. Yeah, she won the cookbook, right, Cindy? Yeah, she won the cookbook, sweetie. I can't run it. Okay, these sold Smith Farm. Thank you so much. Let me get another bag for Smith Farm. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. And we'll get another set for you. I'm a wood spoon lover too. I only use wood spoons, I mean, just about for everything that I cook in, because I just love the way they mix and stir. It says working on my pecs. Working on my pecs. I'm definitely not working on my pecs. I worked a little bean pot peck today, I guess. But here's what you're going to get in this: a spatula, a fork, and a slotted spoon. And here we go, guys. This is what you're going to get. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here today. My next show will be Friday, and Friday is a linen show. And I've got a lot of beautiful cross stitch and linens and napkins and quilts. And oh my gosh, I bought 4 cookbooks. I don't see a cookbook, but I may have. What? Did you get the sheet of recipe? You get the cookbook, girl. You won the drawing. It says you won the drawing, the last drawing. So you get the cookbook, the free cookbook that I'm going to send to you. Shirley, these are yours. Correct? You won the drawing. You are welcome. I mean, you bought enough bean pots, you should have won that, right? You bought enough, you should have won that. You're going to be in bean pot heaven, girl. So this says working on my pecs. Again, it says working on my pecs. And you get this gorgeous rooster hen, and you get a fork and a spatula. There you go. Here we go, guys. We are running again. I am thrilled for you, sweetie. I am thrilled. And if you ever have any questions on anything, don't hesitate to give me a holler. You guys are all like friends and buddies to me, and I am happy to talk with you and answer questions and anything. And if you have any troubles, let me know. Cindy, those are coming to you, friend. But my next show will be linens, so it'll be a lot easier to pack. That's why I did this show this week, because I thought this is going to be a hard one, guys. I mean, let's face it, this is hard for me to pack. It's going to be a while packing all these. So the next show's linen, and I thought that is the perfect time to do a bean pot show when you're doing a linen show as your next one, because I'm going to be wore out from packing these, guys. Let's just face it. So let's see what else. We still got more. We got a couple more. Oh, what do I got here? I got some mix up. Okay. This one, you're going to get this little stir, and it looks like that. And you're going to get this. It says be blessed. And it's got all these moons and something. And you're going to get this little spoon. So you're going to get all 3 of these. And we're running. All 3 of these, and we're running. Thank you, guys, for your bids. Thank you, thank you. But Cindy, you did buy the recipes out of the Buy It Now, right? The sheet of recipes for $2. Annette, these are coming to you. Congratulations, girl. Let me write you down on a bag. Yes, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I mean, you could probably write down everything I said, but it's nice to have a copy just to make sure. Okay, guys, we got 2 more. 2 more. Okay. Actually, I'm going to run all these together. I'm going to run all these together, guys. This is a big bundle. There's 5. So since I don't have 6 to make 2 sets of 3, I'm going to run all these together 2 of the bean pots are going to my daughters. That is so sweet of you. And make a copy of the recipes and tell them how to do stuff with it. That is so sweet. I did the same thing for my daughter when she first got married, and I told her how to cook. And I mean, she's a bean pot champion. She couldn't cook at all, but once I explained that bean pot, she was cooking everything. She's like, I just put it in a bean pot and cook it. She said, it works. Everything works in a bean pot. It really does too. Okay, you're going to get all these, guys. I know some are duplicates, but you can use them as gifts. And once you're using them, they're going to be all colored up anyway. So you're going to get all 5 of these amazing wooden spoons. And we're still starting them at $3. And one person's going to get them all. One person's going to get them all. All 5. It's the last ones we have. And then we're going to be done. I'm going to run another giveaway for you, and we're going to be done. So if there's any call outs in the auction tab that you would like me to run, please call those out. All 5 right now, and it's going, and it's gone to Shirley. Shirley, you got a whole bag full of wooden spoons. You must be a wooden spoon lover, or you're going to have a lot of gifts, girl. A lot of gifts. I mean, look at your bag of wooden spoons. Look at you, girl. Look at you. You got it going on. Thank you guys for the hearts. I hope you've had as much fun today as, I hope you've had as much fun as I have today. We're going to get the last giveaway going for you guys. And then during that time, take a minute to go in the Buy It Now. Grab yourself something for you, either the Amazing Face Tallow Balm, a bar of soap, some goat milk lotion, whatever, some healing salve, or if you need a good gift, any of those are great gifts. Also, if there's anything in that auction tab you want me to run, this is your last opportunity to get that. You are so welcome, Junkie Girl. Oh, I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry. And bless you for taking such good care of him. I know how hard that is. Paper plate holder, you got it, my friend. And, just know that I will keep him in my thoughts and prayers. And bless you for all you're doing for him, because I know that's a lot right there. And God, I hope he gets better soon. Okay, guys, this is a huge, big, massive plate holder. You can put paper plates, real plates, anything and everything. And if you notice, it's made of the same thing as your bean pot baskets. This is from the same company, and it's made with the same wicker, the same metal, the same pattern, so it matches. So if you got that, you're going to have another matching piece to it. So here we go. Oh, thank you so much. I enjoyed you guys. I enjoyed you being here. I had a great time. We're going to start this at $5, guys. Only $5. But I mean, think of all the things you could put in here. If you're having a little get together, all your condiments could be in here in one place, or your plates. I mean, there is multi uses for this big round basket. It's a big one. Look at that. It is a big one. Your real plates, your paper plates, your whatever plates, or anything you want. We're at $9 with Irish Mom right here, guys. Thank you so much, girls. Thank you, thank you. Getting that giveaway. I'll have something special for you, whether you're a buyer or just coming in to say hi today. Either way, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Rhonda, that's coming to you, my friend. That's coming to you. I know you guys are going to be excited. Do a preheat. You know what? Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. The only time really that I do, you're supposed to, because it's stoneware and you don't want to shock it. But unless it's real cold, it's okay. The only time I preheat my bean pots is when I'm making my bread, because I'm going to 425. So I put the bean pot and the lid in the oven. I start preheating while I'm finishing my bread. Then once it's preheated, I pick it up with the parchment paper and set the whole thing in there. The rest of the time, I don't worry about much. Let me see what the other comments was. Do you have sample size on the goat? milk lotion and patchouli. Um, it don't look like it. It looks like I'm sold out of that right now. Sorry about that. I just remembered, don't put the beans. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do it sometimes, Lori, and I don't do it sometimes. So, either way, it could happen. It could happen. But I'm 60 and I've been doing it for 40 years. And, like I said, the only time I do is when I'm making my bread at 425. And that's when I do it. The rest of the time, as long as it's room temperature, I haven't had any problem. Thank you so much, Claudia. Thank you. Thank you. Any last requests? This is it, guys. We're going to pull that giveaway. We got 1 minute. Any last requests, any comments, anything positive, anything good, making sure there's no pre-bids that somebody's left and put it in before they left and blah blah blah, and then I'll forget to run it. Did you guys see the cute tea and cookie display that's in here? Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cute. Sorry for my freaking word, but it is. Let me show it to you. You guys got to see this. Did you see this in the Buy It Now? Look at it. It is tea and cookies. Tea and cookies, guys, but it's all fake. Your name is Cheryl also? Go, Grandma. We spell our name the same. We are the cool grandmas. Isn't that cute, guys? I'm going to run it because I think it's adorable. And, sit it out somewhere and just see who like goes over and looks at it or touches it like, what is that? There goes our winner, and this will be our last item. We're going to run it at 20 seconds. Cindy, you're a winner again, friend. Congrats. Here this goes. If anyone's interested, and it's all fake. It's all fake. You got tea and cookies, guys. Tea and cookies. You got your spoon. Is it not cute or what? You got your spoon, your cookies, and it's all fake. It's all fake. It just looks like it's tea and cookies. You could just be sitting there with your tea and cookies, and Shirley's gonna be, and everybody's gonna be saying, "Isn't your tea getting cold?" No, it ain't. Thank you guys so much. That is it. We are done. We are going to go raid somebody just to say hi. Thank you all so much for hanging with me today. We're going to go say hi and just send them some goat emojis when you get there, guys. Let's go see Drunk Susie, one of my favorite girls. She is always taking you thrifting and shopping. She's such a sweet lady with the long red hair. She's gorgeous. Go in and give her some goat emojis. See what she's doing. Stay if you want, leave if you want, because we probably all need to go get some lunch, right? I hope you all have an amazing time with your bean pots. I'll get them out as fast as I can, but no, it will take me a couple days to get them picked up by the post office because there's going to be a lot of big boxes. So bye, guys. Thank you again so much. Here we go.